And here we go. Find out how well this shit works. I've already demonetized. Well, wait a minute. I haven't had any monetization at all. Wait a minute. Where are you?
Oh, shit.
No, it's not you.
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah, see, I can't work this.
Why do I
You
feel
can.
like we're watching a monkey with a football right now?
You are, man.
Because
Somebody
you've seen
needs-
that before and you know what it looks like.
Somebody needs to put some air in this thing so I can hold on to it. Anyway, here we go. Yeah, there we go. Now, if I do that. Yeah, see that? Yeah, that's how that works.
Oh,
Anyway,
Jesus! Oh, sorry.
welcome, gentlemen. Let's have some fun tonight. There's no structure, no nothing. Let's just have some fun with this.
Can I
And
finally
I
talk
open it
about
back
buttered
up.
sausage?
No, let's just keep it
Keep it PG.
keep it YouTube friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I mean,
All
we can
right.
insinuate and kind of make comments making fun of people.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's no harm in that.
No.
As long as we don't come out and openly admit it.
Allegedly.
Yep.
Yep. This is a dry run, gentlemen. This is just to test out what we're doing. We have what we got. We got six. We got 6 more open spaces. If you know people that would like to join and just bullshit, let's do it.
Heck yeah.
We have 2 more that will be joining us as a single unit because they are on one camera.
Who?
Cliff and his brother.
Cliff and his brother.
Oh,
Yep,
All right, I'm
yep.
going to go ahead and call it then.
Oh shit.
No, I'm serious. I don't like Cliff.
Well, you can bail out when he shows up.
I'm
How's
just
that?
fucking with you. I like Cliff.
Yeah.
And
Well,
by the way,
we could kick you out too. It doesn't matter.
yeah.
and
Fair
by the
enough.
way, guys, for those of you who are listening to those wonderful tunes, that was our own Jeffrey Paul
Mm-hmm.
providing the music for us. Music
That guy's
is her
awesome.
name. So
He
that
is.
was the intro music for our show tonight. So you
But
guys
by the
like
way-
Jeffrey Paul, go like, comment, subscribe to him, show him some love.
Yep.
This was all thrown together in a shit show, and I was brewing beer the entire time.
But no, for everybody who's in the show, on Rhino's show last night, I didn't really interact with a lot. I've been it's been a pretty shitty couple of days, so I just wanted to apologize. I know I got some jokes out, but I know I didn't really pay attention all that much with shit
It's all
going
good,
on.
man.
So
Yeah, it's all good, man.
Okay.
That's why the rest of
I
us are
was
here.
quiet last night. I was real quiet.
oh no,
last
you're
night.
good. Just work screwed everybody over and didn't care because it was a 3-day weekend.
Mhm.
So I had $100 in my bank account and $800 worth of bills came out of that. So
That party
yeah.
sucks.
Yeah.
So yeah, I looked there today and all the late fees already hit. So tomorrow will be more, and then Tuesday will be more, and then Wednesday we get paid a week behind. So no,
Yeah.
it was just a shitty time, So I'm glad I made some of you laugh, but
Well, in a community and in a group, it's never reliant on one person to do one job. We all have to be able to pick up the slack for others, because there are times when I'll be able to make people laugh, and other times I'm not in a position to be able to make people laugh, but you're able to make somebody laugh and bring light to the situation, and
I mean, do
we
you
all
guys
kind of
like
fill the
me
gaps for each other.
being on the show? Because I seem to get mixed reviews sometimes. Because Rhino said, there's a few people who don't really care for me being on the show.
Rhino overreacts to everything, by the way.
I know, I've known him 15 years.
Hey, JMO, I'll tell you this much. If I crack jokes on you, I don't have a problem with you.
Mm-hmm.
If you
Oh, no,
notice,
no,
there's
no.
like, if you notice,
that
there's like
wasn't-
3 people I don't joke on.
Oh, I trust me, I've noticed. But
if I'm
no, I was just making sure you guys were, cool with me
Yeah.
kind of being on the platform.
Actually, I value your input, to tell you the truth.
You have very low standards for input.
Well, you're a shithead. Does that make you feel better?
Whatever, Dad. You're the reason Mom left.
Okay, well, hang on. JMO, refresh my memory. You were a Marine, correct?
Yeah.
It's only natural that you and Tommy would have a disagreement with one another. He was your Uber.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Hey, I'll never discredit the best cab company the world could ask for, and they're weaponized. So
Yeah,
kind of a
trust-
twofer.
Trust me, guys. My time in the Navy, the Marines that I worked with, they
We're
trusted
dicks.
me. No, they trusted me, and I trusted them, and I took as best of care of them as I could. And I pulled a
Some of them are-
lot of them out of some bad situations in the bars.
Right.
And
Like,
they thanked
Yeah.
me later once they sobered up.
Yeah.
I mean, if
Well-
you really want people to drink with, don't drink with guys in the Navy because you're not going to outdrink them.
Nope.
It is. After 3.5 years of effort, I gave up. But no, I still remember the shock and awe on Navy corpsmen's faces when they see how we get hurt and the retarded
Mhm.
shit of how we got hurt.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
Oh, hey, JMO, you
Yo.
don't want to know what are the looks that are on Army OR techs' faces when they see any member of the service come in to the
Yeah.
OR with random issues that have to be fixed. Because occasionally we get the backstories in the room.
right?
You know.
Well, like one time I
And-
went on a 10-mile pike hike with no socks on.
Jesus.
And I had a
What the-
blister from the ball of my foot all the way up to my toes and one on every toe on each foot.
JMO, I'm not there, so I can't do this in person. Smack.
Right? No, we got up early and I was hungover and I put my boots on. I was like, you're not gonna wear socks? Like, what kind of pussy wears socks? And it turns out it's the kind of pussy that's limping 7 miles later. Okay, guys, this fucking hurts. One of you's carrying me.
And they're
Yeah.
like, fuck you, dude. Suck it up.
Oh, dude, it was
Pretty
bad.
much.
Like, the corpsman took a picture of it and used it in a reference for his next training video.
Uh-huh.
Well,
So imagine a blister that goes from the ball of your foot all the way to the top. It's about a half-inch thick, filled with nice blister juice.
Nice.
Yeah, and it was on each foot.
Of course.
And
they
I had to
didn't
sit
gauze
there
you
in the
up?
presentation as he gave it because I was the one it happened to.
Yeah. Well, JMO, you'd be able to appreciate my buddy TJ. He went in 94, made E6, turned around, went to college, went OCS. He got out in December of 20.
Okay.
He got his full bird.
Oh, wow. Congrats to him.
3 weeks before he retired, a slot opened, so they gave him his full bird, and he got out. And I've known him, God, since what, like maybe 15 or 16 years old, and he would always mess with me because I was a contractor, and so there's kind of that old school brotherhood. So I've told all the other guys this. He would send me a box of like stupid shit for my birthday. And when he got, I think it was an E2 or E3, I found a girl who grew up not too far from him and she was a baker. And so what I did is I talked to her about sending him a birthday cake that looked like a box of Crayola crayons.
Nice.
Oh, man.
So
You know what's sad about that? I actually never heard the crayon joke when I was in. So that was like when I got out,
oh yeah.
and because I've admitted to you guys before, one, I wasn't a good Marine, which takes a lot for me to admit because it took me a long
Yeah.
time to get over that. I wasn't a good one, didn't conduct myself like one. Sure, I earned the title. I never uplived it. But I didn't hear any of the crayon stuff till I got out. And the first time I heard it, I was like, so wait, Marines eat crowns? Am I hearing this correctly?
Yeah.
And like, I kind of
Well-
took it as a personal shot. And he's like, well, don't be mad. It's just shit talking. I was like, do I sound mad? I'm not mad. It's just you're in the Air Force.
Yo.
Yeah. Well,
You're like the fifth string quarterback trying to nail the fat cheerleader.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
yeah, but
I was like,
Okay.
your input means nothing. And
well,
then he got even more pissed because he was like, well, you need a higher ASVAB score to join the Air Force. I was like, no, you don't. It's 31 across the board.
yeah, but
And by the way,
when
if
my
you score
buddy,
31 on your ASVAB, you are an idiot. If you
um,
score lower than that, hospitalize yourself.
right, but my buddy, he was I think it was E2 E3 when
Your
he came
audio
home
just
for his
went down. Hold
birthday.
on.
But yeah, he
All right,
was
I got
he was a E2 E3 when I got him that Crayola crayon box birthday cake.
Right.
God.
Well, this is what type of an individual he is. When he made E6,
He put his wiener
all
in it,
the
didn't he? Oh, never mind. Sorry.
no, he a guy in his platoon, his sister was a candy maker. So what he did is he talked to her and had her make different color like candy cane small crayons and put them in a Crayola box.
Oh, jeez.
Oh no.
And he gave it out to the rest of the guys. And so after he went through OCS and he got his first, when he got his first lieutenant, or yeah, he got second lieutenant, he went through, he got his unit, and then when he was an XO of a unit for a little, I can't remember all the details on it, but he got put in, and what's the first thing he does? All the Marines underneath him gives him a box of candy, like little candy cane, like little candy crayons.
I would have PT'd all their asses to death.
Well, he started doing that for like anytime anybody did anything good or anytime there's any kind of a function.
Mm-hmm.
He would always give them the crayon box of candies.
Right.
That was like his thing to do with the guys, and everybody kind of loved it. So anytime he got a promotion, I heard about it and I sent him the crayon cake. So like even when he made it, he got his full burden, his retirement, and he was going through everything there. I sent down the Crayola crayon cake
Fuck.
for the party,
Right.
and everybody was just laughing their asses off. But yet he still to today, like every time it's his birthday, like he goes and gets a crayon birthday cake.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, fuck it. If it works, it works.
Now,
Right.
something
So,
I've
yeah.
told something I've told Tommy and Crusader about that you guys might that the rest of you guys might find kind of amusing. Similar vein. April Fool's Day one year when I was still going to OTC. One of my classmates was a Marine who had lost an arm.
Okay.
Did you
This
try to
guy had
high five him?
Now, this guy had a good sense of humor. So what I decided to do was go to one of the local donut shops and had them make long johns that looked like Crayola crayons
Mm-hmm.
with the colored cream.
Yes.
You see, like, I would have been a bigger dick. I would have got him a T-shirt and just cut off the sleeve of whatever arm was missing.
Well, no, the thing is, I brought it in, and I got the instructor in on this, and I was like, and she was like, well, apparently in addition to it being April Fool's Day, it's also supposed to be Marine Corps Appreciation Day, so any Marines get first dibs on
November
what's in
10th.
the box.
Yeah.
Right?
He looks at me with the you son of a you know what look on his face. He goes up there, opens the box, he sees it and goes, well, at least he got my favorite flavor.
Right. Purple's
And
the
of course he
best.
picked out the only OD green one in the thing.
Oh, God.
All right, that's just a motard right there. To skip purple is just asinine. But
Oh,
my uncle had a friend. He got in a car accident when he was in high school. My uncle was basically my dad. He basically raised me. But he lost the ability to use his legs, right? So whenever he'd come visit me, my uncle, I had to help him up the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
And oh, I I'm trying to think. Oh, I got caught smoking on school property and I got suspended for a football game, right? So, well, his name was Kelly Battles, but Kelly got a hold of the information because my uncle told him, and looks at me and goes, you shouldn't be a dumbass in high school. And I was like, look who's talking, Walkie.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Did he
Yeah.
whip your ass?
No, he was a drunk 17-year-old kid who almost killed a little child going head on into another car.
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
So he took it as a joke. So I was like, all right, well, if this is funny, I'm going to see how far I can take this. Right? So the next morning, because he always slept on the couch, I woke him up. I was like, come on, up and at him. But, like, the guy he didn't hate me, but he just realized he couldn't beat me. So he started yelling at me and giving me the speech about what happened to him. And I was like, if you don't mind, I'm going to turn around and walk away. Walk away.
God damn, man, that is harsh.
And then, what did he say? Oh, one time he goes, you look familiar to me. Didn't you used to be on a milk carton? I was like, oh, like you look familiar to me too. Didn't you used to be on the cast of Stomp?
Oh.
Like, I'm an asshole when I get the wrong information.
See, JMO,
And that's why you fit in with us.
a situation like that, the way you really mess with somebody. Yeah, I'm going upstairs. Come and get me when you're ready.
Right? But I had to wash. I was washing my uncle's car in the driveway because that was part of my punishment for getting suspended. And he was sitting at the top of the driveway. We lived on a slope. It wasn't a big one, but he looked at me and goes, "You missed a spot." And I went, "I'll push your ass."
Yeah.
But no, he was a really cool guy. Kelly actually passed away about a year ago. But I remember one time I hand painted Goodyear on his wheelchair tires. But like,
man.
Did he play along with it?
oh, he did. Like, so I left and I walked out of the gas station, and because I'm a diet soda fan, not because I was even on a diet. I just like the taste.
Yeah.
And so I like Diet
What's wrong
Coke.
with you?
I don't know, dude.
That's a long
So
list, right?
right. So I got a Diet Coke and he asked me to grab a Diet Pepsi. So I came back upstairs. His ass is in a race car jacket with a helmet on. So the first thing I said to him was, "Oh, look at you reliving old memories."
Oh. That's a low blow right there.
It was.
Wow.
Oh my
So
god.
I'm
About 4 feet
actually
high, right?
yeah.
That's
So I'm
cool.
working on something for Ryan because believe it or not, Ryan used to be a decent Fast and the Furious fan.
Oh,
So
no.
I'm gonna buy a red Porsche Hot Wheels car, smash it, and put Rip Paul Walker on the case.
Oh, God. Oh, fuck.
Hey,
Where is
Jamo.
that son of a bitch tonight,
Hey,
man? I put this
hey.
out there.
Hey,
Hey, I
hang
can,
on.
I
hang
can
on,
provide that car for you.
Hey, hang on, JMO.
Yeah.
We can actually take this a step further.
Oh,
I have
Yes.
a reasonably good hobby shop not too far from where I live.
mm.
Find out the model and the color of that particular vehicle, and I can see about doing a replica of
It was
it
a Porsche
after
Carrera
the
GT.
event.
It's a red Porsche GT, but I think it was it a rough?
It was
I can't remember if
the,
it was one of the rough models or if it was just a regular souped out Porsche.
Mm.
I'll
It
see.
was
I'll see
the
if they have
Porsche.
that model of that particular model available. Do you remember the year?
It was a Porsche
Like, was it 20
Spider. Porsche 911. Was it 918 or 911 Spider?
A 911 Spider. I don't
Yeah,
think
it's
they
like
make a
a weird
918.
supercar version of it, like the convertible supercar looking version of it.
Okay. Do you remember the year?
2005 Porsche Carrera GT.
There you go.
Yeah. that's
Okay.
it.
All right.
Sometime
I'm
next
gonna-
week, I'll try to go by that. I'll try to go by the hobby shop and see if they have it or are capable to order it.
Mhm.
All right.
Oh, I can help you
and
with that.
Will you
And
guys
if they
give me like
are, I will let you know.
sweet? Will you guys give me like 5-10 minutes? I gotta run to the store and get me a soda.
Yeah, do it, man.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
good.
All right, cool. I'll be back.
We'll invite you back in.
Yeah,
Oh no,
I
I could stay in. I'm gonna leave my phone here. The gas station's 2 blocks away.
Oh
As
no,
long
we're
as
gonna
one of
we're gonna
those.
kick you out.
Yeah.
Why don't I just mute my mic, you dick?
Because
Again,
Shut
this
off
is
your-
why Mom left.
Shut off your camera, mute your mic, and you'll be good. Nobody
And
will
you're
notice.
you're good.
overdue for allowance.
all right, we're putting you in the back room.
Oh man.
Hey, I could actually, no joke.
Now
on
look
that
at him.
Hot
Look at him.
Car.
Look at him. He's putting on his sweatshirt. Oh yeah, I see you putting on your sweatshirt.
But,
All right, I'm back.
But
But no,
joke,
I'll be back as long as those of what Mando calls them basketball people doesn't rob me. I'll be back.
Actually, I don't think I've ever used that term.
Shit, who said
I
that
will.
last night? That was funny as fuck.
That was me. I said what when I said basketball American?
Yeah, there you go.
And don't get me wrong, I think it's funny as hell, but I don't think I've ever actually used the term.
Oh, it's all good,
I
guys.
thought the term was pants drooper.
That's another good one.
That's right. I actually got a. Oh, damn it! You got. Are we live on YouTube right now?
Oh yeah, this is the
Oh,
first
never
stream.
mind.
We are
Ne-
fucked. We are
No.
fucked.
Because I thought I had everybody when I said I found a way to use the N word. I just spelled it like knife and the K is silent.
Oh yeah, I love that.
That was hilarious.
It's terrible, but I love it.
Right. But all right, guys, I'll be back in like 5-10 minutes.
All right, man.
All right.
No joke though, on that Hot Wheels car, I've literally got the exact model as a Hot Wheels car, so I could mail it to him and let him smash it. And give it to
Oh man.
That would be my payback for him
God.
keeping
Well,
the
I
Countach
got to admit
Hot
though, that would be hilarious, and that would be another way to just kind of spin him up and rile him up just a little bit extra.
God.
Tell them to open it on stream.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
If Rhino's, go ahead.
I was just gonna say that I know that he's like, I know it was you, you dick. He goes, I'm getting emails from people. It says thank you for being a friend in the subject line. He's like, I know it's you.
Hey Rhino, I've got all the Fast and the Furious cars as Hot Wheels, all of them. I'm gonna take a hammer to every one of them. It's like Jimbo said. I've got
Well,
all
it's just
of
like that's just like I was the one that got the blame for the fucking silver singles thing when it was somebody in one of Pop's shows.
Yeah.
that website that Sean's got. Is he still got that? What is it called?
I think he had to
Hold
get rid of it
Stir.
because it was way too expensive
Jimmy
to maintain.
got boned.
Jimmy got boned. Yeah.
Yeah. I think he let that one collapse, and was it the Cougar Academy one that him and Ike and them did? The other one?
Think.
Because honestly, it's super expensive to maintain any kind of web URL for more than 10 minutes.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, you guys
Oh.
are doing it the wrong way, man. Fuck.
I got 2 web pages I basically keep private. Nobody knows about them,
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
but they're for storing and archiving information.
Right. You're using cloud storage in it with a web interface. Yep.
Yep.
Mhm.
Hey, God, it used to be you could set up your own URL. If it wasn't
Wasn't taken.
taken, you could register it with
Mhm.
ICANN.
Yeah.
And it cost you nothing.
Yeah, those days are long gone.
No, they're not. You just have to know how to do it. And I never actually learned how to do it properly. And I had a guy that I worked with that did it. And he knew his shit. And I think he's probably dead now. I think he probably offed himself. Because I have not
Use
seen
the self-checkout express.
Yeah, he did. He was a business partner with me actually when the first wireless communication shit started happening with Wi-Fi, and he was a pioneer in that stuff. And he had a master's in computer science and his thing was wireless communication. And I got in with him, and he went through a really bad. He was stupid. Listen, this is the background. He was so fucking stupid. He was a professor at one of the local colleges as a junior professor. He got involved with one of his students, knocked her up,
Oh, that's dumb.
and then he tried to make it work with this bitch. And this bitch was fucking psychotic like you would not believe. She made Amaranth seem normal.
Oh, I've had my share of crazy.
Yeah.
I'm rather well versed in that.
Tommy, I've told you people about the chick that left the cursed item on the hood of my car.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, this was that bitch. And that I don't know, somewhere I still have a picture of the little boy. I hope he's okay. He was a cute little kid, the son from the incident. But I don't know what happened to John. Hopefully he's still around, but he was a damaged individual.
Well, let's just be honest. We all are damaged.
This guy was really damaged. I think part of it was he didn't have a real home life type situation. It wasn't that his mother wasn't there. It wasn't that his father wasn't there. It's just they weren't there. He had both.
They were physically present, but they weren't able to be there for him when he needed them.
And his anchor was his grandfather, and when his grandfather passed, it all ended.
Yeah.
That is absolute garbage.
Mm-hmm.
That sucks.
Yeah.
So anyway, enough levity. Let's get something that's going stupid.
Yeah.
Here, let's do this.
I can't contribute to the stupid yet. I'm still playing with my Legos.
Well, quit playing with your fucking games, man, and do something stupid.
Tommy, when did you get a picture of my cat when she's spazzing out?
This one is on the web. It's been there for a long time.
That was a joke.
And don't you love the golden AK?
Yeah.
Isn't that beautiful?
It's not really golden. It's just filtered where it looks golden.
Well, it's golden. Don't fuck with my reality, okay?
Well, I'm sorry, but if we're not going to let certain individuals from certain communities live in an alternate reality, why would we let you live in one?
Well, there is that. There is that.
And what's good for the goose is good for the pander.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Oh, I like that.
I like that one. That's a good one.
I stole it from her.
Now I'm going to distract everybody.
No, I literally stole that from the title of one of Pop's streams.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know a good joke. You guys remember the Scooby-Doo Fred thing? Remember we played that the other night on the backstage? Tommy, I know you remember it.
Oh, you mean the one that I offered up everybody?
Hold on. Let me see if this comes through.
Don't play that on YouTube, by the way.
Oh, yeah. If it's anything that could be loosely related with copyright, yeah.
Well, no, if it's Derpixen, the one that I shared in Gilded, do not show
No,
that
it's
on
the
YouTube.
one where he was like, "You gonna throw some D for me?"
Oh, that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was stupid.
Yeah. Crazy times.
Anyone else remember back when YouTube, you could actually put pretty much whatever you wanted on there and no one would give a flying fart?
Yeah,
back in 2007.
2008, 2009 even. Yeah.
When did it start really getting stupid? Because I know I got into it after that, but
Congress got involved.
Yeah, it got stupid when Google bought them out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this was like 2012, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I missed the golden age of YouTube by 10 years.
Yeah, blame YouTube. Blame YouTube and Obama.
It got stupid when Google bought them out and they started demonetizing people who actually were making a living off of YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they started censoring their content, going after PayPal, that's when it started getting stupid.
Yeah.
Well,
It's because they couldn't tax them properly.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Well, what they were doing is they actually had advertisers directly contacting content creators.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they were actually rolling in commercials into the content, and YouTube was mad because they weren't getting a chunk of change out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so in order to promote products or do anything like that, it had to go through YouTube, who took a percentage of it. And if you didn't do that, that was like the first adpocalypse of YouTube. And I think it was like 2011, 2012. Then it went from that. I think the next, the adpocalypse was like 2014, 2015, when they started picking and choosing what commercials they wanted to have on the platform. And that's when you started to notice a political bias and a slant and what was being promoted and encouraged and ads being sold. And then 2015, it got even worse. 2016 through 2020, they took it a step further. Then we have another one that's actually coming up. It started about 6 months to a year ago. We're dealing with another one coming up.
Jackal, you son of a bitch.
That was a perfect screenshot. You can't deny that.
Yeah, and that's probably YouTube safe, so. God damn it.
Well, anyways,
Yeah.
I'm gonna start the stupid here in a second. Give me a
Wash
60
you
seconds.
pussy in the sink.
See, Tommy, Jackal is one of the reasons why I don't show my face on YouTube.
Oh, fuck, I don't care.
Yeah.
I mean,
Pretty
you know,
much
you could just
finds
tell me
me.
that you don't want me to screenshot you, and I won't, right?
I know,
Allegedly.
Jackal, but here's the thing. I'm just using you as a catch-all right now because there's dozens of people out there that are watching things like this, either live or on playback. They're taking screen caps and re-editing out of context.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Well,
Yep.
damn.
So you, I trust if I were to show my face and say, "Don't you dare take a picture," but
But if
the
it was
next
live,
person, the next idiot that watches the stream or is on the stream is like, "Oh, I'm gonna do this anyway. To hell with what this guy says."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Almost got the stupid.
I thought that was last night.
Actually, no. I was super quiet last night. I think
you
I only
talked
chimed
more
in
than I
twice.
did.
Well, honestly,
Nice.
several of us were quieter than we normally are last night.
Well, I was trying to paint. That's why I was trying to get that
Well,
picture done.
I wasn't there, so I was like completely silent.
By the way, I've not noticed any problems with your audio tonight, Outlaw.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
Good job.
Yeah,
Yeah, well-
I don't know what was going on last night with Rhino's stream. I kept having like sounds. He kept telling me sounds were popping in and out, and
Well, Rhino's
I was
just-
OCD wasn't any help.
he was like, "Go ahead."
Let's also be honest with Rhino. If he even thinks he hears something, he's gonna jump down your throat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Phrasing.
So I was like, you know what? I can't figure it out, so I'll see you guys later. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I guess he got
Go-
upset. I don't know.
No,
Okay.
he felt bad, is what he did.
And the
He's
thing
like,
is,
I
I've
didn't want to
noticed.
chase him off.
Mm.
The
No,
thing is,
he
I've
didn't
noticed
say
with Rhino, you don't even have to actually have an audio glitch going on. If he even thinks there is one, he's gonna call you on it.
Yeah.
What the hell is that? Zombotron?
Yeah. Love this game.
Is that
Yeah. A
copyrighted?
lot of. I don't know. A lot of the times, like when I've been on live streams and stuff with people, if I don't have anything to say, I just mute my mic just to be safe. I mean, it's just a push of a button and it'll automatically mute my mic, and it's physically on the microphone and nobody can unmute it Like I know if I hit that button, it shuts the whole microphone down.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's what mine does.
So yeah, I got a boom mic. I mean, it's just sits here and hangs out, and I just sit here and talk with it. And
That's a
While
difference between.
phrasing.
Oh,
I talk with my microphone. Sometimes it lets you guys hear what I'm saying. Most of the time, it doesn't.
I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna call you
I just
out.
need to get a
I'm just gonna
boom
go.
for this mic because let's be honest, there's not much room on this desk anymore. Between
Yeah,
the
having it
big
on a-
chunky ass Logitech keyboard and that new tablet that's 21.5 inches wide, there's
Well,
not much room left.
I was worried more about your 21-inch Latina that's on that desk.
Later.
First of all, she wasn't mine, and secondly, she's been gone for a long time now. Thank God.
Yeah, we've
And
noticed
her
that
ass is wider than 21.
you haven't mentioned any FFNs recently.
Yeah, I mean, my buddy has made a massive mistake, which was going back to her. Don't even bother asking because I'm saving it for the story that I was going to type in for the show. So I'm probably gonna have to send it in next time they have a Thought Thursday.
Oh, that'll
And
make it good.
let's just say that he got one of each flavor. He got some vanilla, he got dark chocolate, he got milk chocolate, and he got caramel.
So
And they all have the same gas problem that she had. And he may have knocked one of them up.
Oh my God.
Yeah, those.
So-
well, let's just say that it was 4 girls living in one apartment, and there was
that's
no
hot.
dick around. So there was nothing but carpet munching going on until he showed up. And they're like, "Oh, fresh meat! Yay! Everybody
Where's
pounce!"
this apartment at?
Just wait until the story gets published, JMO. But I don't think you'll be interested unless you like your girls capable of blowing up a toilet.
Mm-mm-mm.
I mean, what they do after dinner is none of my business. I only care about from breakfast to lunch.
They do this all throughout the day, man.
Oh, never mind. Nothing's
Yeah, I
worse
was
than
about to
shitty
say.
people.
Literally. Ugh.
Someone at my fucking door. No, that's just one dumbass dog barking. Never mind.
all right.
Fucking hate that dog.
Fuck you, dog.
Can you guys
Dude.
see the game all right?
Oh yeah.
Does anybody in here want a free Great Dane? I paid $500 for the retard, but I'll mail her for free.
Oh, Jesus. No, I'm not into Great Danes.
You can do what you want. You can. Yeah. You pay for it to get 5 years until you cry.
I was gonna say they live to a max of about 7.
Yeah. You do look adorable, baby. Go play.
Scooby Doo only lives to be 7.
Well,
My
Scooby Doo
life's
was
a
a
lie.
mastiff.
No, he wasn't. He was a Great Dane.
Yeah,
He was?
Yes.
I'm reasonably sure Scooby Doo is a Great Dane.
Yep.
Huh.
He was a Great Dane.
Roll, Reggie.
Yeah,
Wish I loved
exactly. And by the way, if your daughter wants to come on, we're not doing anything stupid. She could say hi.
No, she just got a new Elsa Barbie, so she's playing with it.
Oh, well, good.
She was just reminding me that she looks adorable in her jacket. So that's the shit she does. Shana, hold on. Jazzy! Hurry up! Why you still got your jacket on, baby? It's warm in here. You want to say hi to everybody again? Hold on.
Hi,
You wanna say hi to your Bubba?
Jazzy. Now lose your jacket. It's warm in the house.
No. Tell them you're adorable in your jacket. Well, talk to them, baby.
Well, that's
You want to tell them what you
very
got for Christmas?
Yeah. First thing I got was a sweater. Second thing I got was
Oh,
A pastry with like with a wood and a glass things. And you got me another white pen, right? I used it.
Yeah.
And I did put the cap back on. And because it was like a little squeaky. Yeah, and I did put the cap back on. And I bought the whole monkey and they stuck it to my door. I mean my bed frame. And it won't come off.
that's awesome. And gentlemen, we have guests. We have Cliff.
Uh-oh.
You're interrupting her.
Uh-oh.
Her
Uh-oh.
voice went up when you started talking.
Oh, no.
I used my
Okay. All right. You done,
Oh,
baby?
no.
All right. I love you.
Night, Jazzy.
Say bye.
I'm sorry, Jazzy.
No, you're good.
I won't let it happen again.
No, yeah, Jazzy said bye. No, that's what she does now. So if she's talking and you start talking, she just gets louder. So,
So she's already starting to activate that programming.
So Cliff, Jamo's going to be ducking out because he hates your guts.
Oh, okay, good.
sorry,
Make
Cliff,
sure-
it had to be one of you.
Okay,
Make
that's
sure you
fine.
tell him that you love him a lot and long time.
Oh, me love you long time. $5, $5.
Hurry up and say it! Hurry up!
I sucky.
I'm coming over. Dad, I'll be back. DJ. Ugh. Thank God she's got her headphones in and she can delete the world.
I thought that joke usually started with $5. Me love you long time.
Oh, dude. So I actually went and got a massage the other day at this rink-a-dink place, right? And it was an Asian. Go figure. Yeah. Anyway,
Did they
So-
offer you a happy ending?
they did for $50, and I was like, "What do I get?"
Holy shit, dude.
And she just said, "I'll give you a handy." And I was like, "That ain't $50." I was like, "You guys already have Christmas. Like, what the fuck else you want?" Because I've noticed that, dude. Chinese restaurants will stay open no matter what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking 9/11. Come on down. We got a 9 different kind of beef, 11 different kind of a vegetable. Oh God, I hate those people.
God.
Why did we allow those people to do all of our production again?
We did.
Well, when you handle little devices and they've already got those eyes.
Oh, yeah.
Not gonna say what kind of eyes.
Okay, let's not get into this.
Yeah, that's probably a sequence we want to avoid on YouTube.
I was gonna say cat eyes, but whatever, you fucking racist.
Wow.
Wait,
Everybody likes kung fu fighting.
So Cliff, this is
Say
not what
hurry
to
up
do on your.
buying.
Yeah, don't do
Sorry.
this on your stream.
You want the Kung Pao Pussy?
Oh God.
Oh gosh.
I don't know. We
You-
might get there at some
You want
point.
some sweet and sour pussy?
God.
Oh,
You
I-
want
I
So
recommend-
Wong Fu Ha?
I recommend the number 4, the number 3,
Sweet
Number
and
three.
sour
number 7.
tabby?
Number 7's a day old. I don't
Fried
recommend
rice?
that one.
You want fried rice?
You want sweet and sour tabby? You
Oh
want
So
sweet sour
No,
tabby?
fried rice. I want fried rice.
no, I
So
think you want a happy family.
I don't know.
Pork fried pussy?
Normally, I only get a hold of him if I have a cat I need to get rid of.
God. God.
Oh man.
You guys
Yeah,
are
but
You
sick.
said that, now Evie's looking at the screen like she wants to murder you.
Oh no.
Yeah,
It's
but once
okay,
you eat
Evie.
that, the food tastes a little stray, doesn't it?
A little stray. A little stray.
Just a little short hair.
Yeah, a little alley cattish.
Kind of gamey.
As long as they serve me white
Oh.
cats. As long as they serve me white cats, I don't like that dark meat cat.
Woo! Yikes.
Oh god damn.
Well, I will point out something to you, not Jackal. My apologies, Outlaw.
Not me.
Yeah.
That in your case, they'll probably serve you
Oh.
squirrel.
Hey, hold on. As a guy who's had squirrel before,
Yeah, it's
it's
not
actually
bad.
not that bad. It's really not.
I
Kind
know.
of tastes like
Um,
chicken, and it literally does.
Like, if you guys
Gentlemen.
ever get a chance to have snow rabbit, it's good shit.
Gentlemen, this is how the cats feel about it.
Hang in there, kitty.
Of course.
I grew up out in the middle of nowhere in southwest Missouri. I've had tree rodent before.
Tree rodent.
It's all chicken.
Where in South?
So wait, so there's a female on the panel tonight?
What?
Huh?
No, my
someone said-
cat.
Oh, Evie. So Evie's your cat.
Evie's the cat, yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
It's
I
a
thought there was
female
a
cat.
a
No.
woman in here named Evie.
No.
No, and ironically enough, that's part of the reason why I named her that. Because if anyone's that desperate that they're listening in on me and they hear me yelling at the cat, they're going to assume that it's a girlfriend.
Some lonely guy. He's gonna bring out Evie any second.
So destroys all your furniture, knocks crap off of shelves. I mean, pisses everywhere. I mean,
Throws
what's the
tantrums.
difference?
Evie actually doesn't piss everywhere.
Oh, okay.
Most female cats don't. Male cats will spray the shit out of your house.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
But I also pee in the corners too, so I don't blame them.
Oh, God.
Yeah. No,
I guess at that point it's kind of a tit for tat.
Oh, yeah.
Because nothing will piss your cat off more than when you get drunk and take a shit in their litter box.
You know, that is actually very true. And if you
What the fuck
vomit,
did you eat, Thumper?
dude, if you vomit into that litter box, it's even worse.
Right? Yeah. If you poop or pee in a litter box, it's hilarious because they'll stop using it till you get them a new one.
Yeah.
Fuck, I had a cat that I called Egypt. Every room he lived in, he left a pyramid.
Oh, that's terrible.
I've been fortunate with my cat. When I adopted her at about 8 weeks old, and she has never gone outside the box unless she's had some kind of psychological issue going on, e.g., a fear response.
See, like I got my cat is a fat ass little munchkin cat that's somewhere in the house. But like I bought her because I always wanted a munchkin cat, just say I had one. And I gotta tell you, it pays off because they're fucking hilarious. Because they can't do shit because they're just really long with really stubby legs. So they got a bunny hop everywhere. And I found out if you cling one to a wall, she ain't getting down for a few hours.
Well, when we was growing up, and I know some of you guys probably did too, but when we was growing up, we used to tie like little sacks to their feet.
Oh yeah.
Try to keep
Watch
them
him
off.
duck waddle.
Yeah.
Oh, God. That's as bad as the freaking tape on their paws.
Actually, there's something even more fun to do to most cats that for some reason does not affect mine. I've yet to figure it out. Toss them onto egg crate.
Mm.
The foam for egg crate, most cats hate it because apparently they can't feel it properly. I tossed my cat onto it, and she looked at it like, "What's this?" and just walked off.
Have you thrown a cucumber next to her?
The
no,
cats will freak out too.
Well, here's the thing though. I have to be very careful with the freakouts with my cat because she once actually did try to take an ear off.
Oh, shit.
Oh my God.
And
Your ear?
yes, and it's actually one of these things where I cannot watch one of my favorite sci-fi franchises in the same building that she's in.
Battlestar Galactica.
Star Trek. If the red alert sound goes off, she will go absolutely feral.
Oh my God.
Oh,
It is actually terrifying.
Yeah. So I tell you guys, I'm coming out with a Christmas album.
I'm intrigued.
Uh-oh.
It's a true story. I already got some songs made up, so it's only going to be 12 songs, but it's going to have shit like I'm dreaming of a whites only Christmas.
Oh God.
Oh God.
The 12 gauge of Christmas.
Well, okay.
Okay.
That's a good one.
Silent night. Jesus was white.
Oh God.
Oh jeez.
Do you hear what I hear? Sounds like a damn Mexican.
Okay. So we're gonna disassociate ourselves with everything this man has said so far.
Yeah, that's
I don't-
probably for the best.
I don't mean any of that, YouTube.
Uh-huh. It doesn't matter.
YouTube, you can suck it. I hate you.
No, don't do that. I don't want
My
to fuck
guess-
Tommy's career before it takes off.
My guests have their own opinions.
Yes, that is my opinion only, not Tommy.
God. I don't give a shit anyway, but yeah, that's fucked up.
I mean,
Keep
I did
hugging
not
that
mean
tree
to
because
say
I got a chainsaw.
I mean, I did not mean to say the F word, YouTube.
What? You didn't say fuck?
Wait, are you trying to tell me I can't say fuck anymore? Because that's
No,
fucked
no,
up. Because
no.
I say fuck a lot.
No, the fuck is fine. The fuck is fine.
Oh, the other F word.
Yeah, that one that's a
Okay.
bundle of
Oh,
sticks.
okay.
That one's
Oh, yeah.
bad. Yeah, don't say that. Jackal.
Yeah, the one that's Bruce Jenner. I got you.
That guy, he's already regretting his life.
A British cigarette. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
Oh man.
Oh,
Pepperidge
man.
Farm knows what you mean.
Yeah.
They remember.
Remember it. Remember a time when women couldn't vote and certain people weren't allowed on golf courses? Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Hey,
Pepperidge
remember
Farm
the 5th of November.
That's what I said.
Oh, man.
You know, it was just like I was offended last night because only Jackal got my getting down on the farm song joke. When I mentioned that dating site having interspecies.
You know, everybody else
I
ignored
caught
it.
that.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
just
I
sidestepped.
chose not to engage on that one.
Yeah, I'm just saying, if I'm in a hotel room and I order some beers and a bag of oats, don't knock on my door.
Okay, JMO,
Try to
I'm going to
channel
point
your
out if you're in certain states and you place that order, not only will they not knock on your door, they'll probably leave you a note saying to clean up before you leave.
Uh-huh.
Right? How'd the
And
shit
also
get on the
to-
ceiling?
Oh my gosh! And where'd all this cat litter come from? Is that catnip on the nightstand?
Oh,
Either
God.
that, or they'll tell you to bring your own straw for your partner's
the-
bedding.
Why is the cat cross-eyed now?
Damn.
Oh,
Just damn.
Oh, no.
It's a good thing we are live, so I will not share any EMS stories with you guys because those would definitely get everything nuked.
Yeah,
Oh,
we'll
so-
have to save those for the backstage.
Crusader,
So-
you know I'm saving a few of my own nightmares.
So
Yeah.
when I was crime scene cleanup, I only did it for 6 months. It turns out police don't think you're as funny as you are.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Well, so there was an incident with this guy at a house. We had to go clean it up. It was fucked, right? Well, the guy ended up surviving,
Oh,
and the only reason he survived is because fucking. This is what I heard. I was in the living room cleaning up, which was fucking sad. Nobody ever has to go through that. But I hear a, and I went, "What the fuck?" And I look down, and this guy's just sitting there trying not to breathe. He's acting dead. He had a gunshot wound through his head, and he was still alive and well.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Wow.
So the cops came in and got him. and took him to the ER. And the cop goes, "Well, he doesn't have kids anymore." And I was like, "Well, at least he'll save some money."
Oh.
God, that's dark.
And this
That-
this cop looked at me and he goes, "Are you serious right now?" And I was like, "I didn't mean it." Like, forgive me for trying to be funny while I'm mopping up 5-year-old brain splatter.
Oh,
Well,
God.
Probably not YouTube appropriate.
No,
but that one, if that bans us, fuck YouTube.
Yeah.
yeah.
But no, it was a fuck situation. Like, if you've never done CS cleanup, it gets bad quick.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
You know,
Try
and
being the
that,
medic.
that was the
Mhm.
worst one I was ever on. I think the one that ended up being the best one was the guy missed his family members, and thank God, because when you had too much alcohol, you just can't shoot anymore. But he didn't
That's what
miss
she
himself.
Mm.
See, me, I just aim for whatever I feel like. Hell, I get in the change cup. That's what you tell me to do.
God damn it. All right.
What? Why
We're
are the
gonna
quarters?
mute your ass.
Oh,
And in other disturbing news,
Let's
Is it time to
redirect
break
the-
out the slinkies yet?
No, let's redirect the conversation though. This is
To
getting
something
way
legitimately
too dark.
funny or something a little less.
A
sure.
little
Let's
less,
do something funny.
a little less dark.
Okay.
Well, would you like to hear about the most screwed up thing I ever encountered on Fort Campbell that wasn't combat related and wasn't chemical related?
But is it
I'm
funny?
I'm in.
Well, anything is funny if you present it correctly.
Now,
Thank you.
this was a month after Christmas.
And all through the house.
There was a massive snowstorm on Fort Campbell, which it's in Kentucky, so that should tell you a little bit about what was going on with the weather there. I was on CQ, and I get a call that I need to send either myself or my runner down to the chapel at the end of the corner because lights were on when nobody was supposed to be in there.
Mm.
Well, because I'm not going to have my runner go down there when the roads are questionable at best. So I go with the little two-way that we had, and I'm going there thinking, okay, there's probably some hobo who broke in or some infantryman who broke in and is just trying to be a dingleberry. I'm going to have to keep him there until the MPs arrive. I was half right. This drunk chemical guy from my company
Oh, jeez.
was in there. Let's just say he was making an offering that no clergyman ever wants to find
Oh no.
in all of the plates.
So wait, he was whacking it in the church?
No,
he was taking a
shitting
dump.
everywhere.
No, he was taking a dump in all the plates.
That's all right. He'll still go to heaven. What I did is way worse.
The really bad thing is I knew the guy.
Mm-hmm.
No, Jesus, I don't owe you shit.
So
you tell him,
You know, if
Put
you
some-
were a true buddy, you would have put some icing on it and tried to sell it to the patrons.
Oh, God.
well,
No.
remember that this was on post. So there are certain
Put-
things I had to do.
Oh, that's
put some
naughty,
cling wrap
naughty.
over it and send it home with him as his own leftovers.
Mhm.
What I told him was, okay, look, I'm responding to a call that I received, so I have to put this on paper that I found you in here. You clean out your deposits, and all I will tell him is you were curled up in the foyer trying to get away from the storm.
Mm.
I had to sit there and watch him clean 16 offering plates.
Oh, Jesus, man. This guy is prolific.
He was what Pop would refer to as a mad charter.
Yeah, mad shitter,
Mhm.
man.
The bad shitter. Yep.
Hey,
And-
sharding in public isn't fun.
Well, and he thought he was in private. That's why he could do it.
Right.
The thing is, the entire time he's like, "Man, why are you doing this? This is all a bunch of BS." I'm like, dude.
You're taking a shit on offering plates. Like, what the fuck?
Do you want an Article 15 or do you want to be just, hey, don't do that again?
Yeah.
That's literally what I
exactly.
told him. That's literally what I told him. It was like one of these things where I was like, "Look, right now, if I tell him that you were just sleeping and I had to fight the last hour to wake you up,
Mm-hmm.
you're just gonna get a stern talking to from the commander.
Mm-hmm.
If I tell him what you were doing and put this on paper, you're gonna lose rank, and you just got promoted."
And you will go to prison for biohazard violations.
Yep.
And not only that, he'll serve time in the fucking psych ward too.
Yeah.
Yep. And they do nasty stuff there.
Eh,
You
I've
guys
been in
remember
one. It's not that bad.
Cleveland from? Do you guys remember Cleveland from The Family Guy?
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
That's nasty.
Oh, that's nasty.
I don't
he
know,
fi-
Peter.
He finally got everything cleaned out.
Oh, Peter.
He finally got everything cleaned out. The MPs finally arrived because they finally remembered how to drive in the snow. They get there, find him putting the offering plate back, and they're like, "Oh, what's he doing?" I'm like, "Oh, he knocked it down earlier when he came in."
Wow.
And the last hour, I've just had him cleaning up everything that he knocked down before he curled up in a ball in the foyer.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, "Okay." They knew I was giving them absolute BS, but they had no evidence to support it.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you made him clean it up. Good.
Mhm.
Good on you, Mando. Good on
Yeah.
you.
I'd have made him eat it.
Now, see, now I'm not going to go that far.
No, here's the thing though, JMO. I was a medic, and at the time I was chemical.
Mm.
If I really wanted to mess with him, I would have told him everything that he could have had happen to him, biologically speaking, from that event.
Mhm.
Mm.
So there was
And that's
this.
what really gets fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there was this Lance Corporal I knew who just wanted to get out of the Marines. So he tried getting out on a Section 8, which is almost impossible to do nowadays because they're just
Mhm.
used to people and their dumb shit. This
Mhm.
guy took it quite a bit further. So we're in the middle of a class, right? And learning about this new equipment we were probably never going to learn how to use because we never got it. Marine Corps funding. It's top notch.
Mhm. Mhm.
So he stands up, and this is exactly what he said verbatim. He goes, "I shit my pants, and I'm going to smear it on the wall." And I sat there. I was like, "Johnson, dude, just sit down. Like, no one has time for this." Well, during that morning, he had shoved. Well, I can't say shoved. We'll say glided up and down the old ass crack. Some chunky Jif. Reached down, pulled out a gob of it, and then licked his fingers clean.
Oh, wait.
Oh my god.
So,
Right.
so he gets out on a Section 8, and the best part is they didn't even question him. They just told him to go back to his barracks room. So he goes back, he takes a shower, gets everything off of him. But here, you want to hear the sad part about people who cheat the system? He got honorably discharged due to multi-personality disorder, which he didn't have.
Uh-huh.
He got 100% disability, which he didn't earn.
Mm.
He just didn't want to be a Marine anymore. I mean, I'm not going to fault him because he played the system correctly.
Wow.
Yep.
But I couldn't believe that because everybody in the room, including me, I was no exception, was convinced that guy just shoved his mouth full of shit.
Mhm.
Oh, God.
He didn't tell me the truth until I was walking him to processing.
Oh, God.
Fuck.
And I was like, dude, you're a fucking genius. And I was like, but thanks a lot, because now I can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Yeah, the
Well-
next bastard that tries that is done.
Oh, yeah.
Well, no,
Uh,
if you use if you use the chocolate GIF,
It's a bit more convincing, and that's what he did.
Oh God.
Well,
Hey, you were saying, Nate?
I got a family friend. He was in the Navy, mid '80s through early 2000s, and he was, let's just say, a individual who likes to test limits.
oh no.
Well, he made E5 in the Navy, and he decided to randomly pull a prank on somebody on an aircraft carrier when they're out at sea.
I already don't like where this is going.
Mm-hmm.
What he didn't expect was the setup landed on the captain.
Oh, no.
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 Oh.
So
He did an upper decker.
so he went from E5 down to E4.
Mm-hmm.
Is that all?
And he was basically pushed after they finished their cruise. He was basically told by the captain, "You are never going to set foot on any of my boats from now on." He got blacklisted by that captain.
Mm-hmm.
Well, made his way back up to E5 about a year and a half later. Ends up on another carrier out doing a little sea trial cruise. Lines up another prank. Hits the captain again. Gets bumped from E5 to E4
Again.
again. He proceeded to they're doing a change of command out in Washington, and the command out in the naval base where he was at, he pulled a prank on somebody in one of the buildings, so it wound up being I can't remember what the rank, the dude who was in charge of the naval base out in Washington. So they were going to move him from Washington to Virginia. And that was right around there doing the change of command. Well, it turns out that the commanding officer of the naval base in Virginia was the very first captain he ever pranked, who outranked
No.
the other one. So he wound up going in front of, for his fourth time to get up to E5, he wound up having to go in front of a panel of upper level officers that were all victims of his pranks.
Ah, yeah.
Not a jury of his peers. Okay.
No. So in order for him to make E6, he was basically called on the carpet by a bunch of, I think, I think most of them were admirals at the time.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
'Cause they already-
nines.
I got
They
an
already-
Admiral story.
So they already knew that, and I guess he said that they're all standing there looking and they're like, well, he's not under our command, so let's give it to him and let him go and see what happens.
You gotta be kidding me.
No. So he made E5, I think, 4 or 5 times, and then made E6 because of the guys he pranked. They're like, that's creativity and originality right there.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
Thinking outside the box.
yeah, they're like, that's the kind of leadership we need.
So,
But
And he would never make chief. Never.
yeah.
oh no.
Yeah.
So, I think the dumbest thing I ever did. So, well, you guys know about this. So, when you're in the Marines, whether you're reserve or not, generally you'll go through a bit of amphibious training, right? To go from
I've
water
heard
to
that.
land.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
it was our unit's turn. So these maneuvers took 2 weeks. So I figured, all right, we'll go to the PX. I'll get a carton of smokes and 2 logs of chew. Right, and it was taking the lady a while because they didn't have the cigarettes I liked. I'm gonna kill these kids. So
No, you're not.
Allegedly.
they had if you guys remember on Post, you used to be able to buy this brand called King Size cigarettes.
I remember
And they're
seeing
like,
them.
yeah, they're like the cheapest things. Stop. I mean it. So they're the cheapest cigarettes you could buy at the time.
Mhm.
Jazzy, go play, princess. She never gets in trouble. So they had to go to the back to get them. Well, there was this older guy with his uniform slung over his shoulder. I didn't know who he was. I thought he was the nighttime janitor.
Oh no.
So he goes, Marine, can you hurry this up? And I was like, excuse me, bitch. I didn't think I addressed you, did I?
Oh.
Bear in mind, I'm only an E3. So next morning in formation, we're getting ready to head out, and I'm standing there face to face with an admiral, the guy I just called a bitch the day before.
Oh,
Yeah, that guy smoked my ass for about an hour and a half.
Humility.
I know
That's a
somebody. They were.
torpedoing.
Yeah. I know somebody that was getting ready to go out on a carrier prior to the first Gulf War. He was walking down, getting everything lined up, and they had it in port and everything. And he sees a guy in just t-shirt, jeans, no rank, nothing. And my uncle's running down to get ready to get on the carrier. And he looks at the guy and goes, "Hey, buddy, where's, so-and-so?" He's like, I was told I was supposed to be here. I'm supposed to meet these people here. And the guy goes, "Oh, it's just a little bit further down. They had, put the wrong location. They put I can't remember what exactly the story was."
Mhm.
He said that he's like, "Hey, thanks, buddy." He goes, "Have a great day." So my uncle runs a little bit further down, gets to his bunk, drops his bags, gets everything all set up. As they were getting ready to go underway and pull out of port, the same dude he called buddy was the captain of the boat.
Yeah.
And he was walking through, meeting everybody on the deck of the carrier, and he walks up to the captain walks up to my uncle and he pats him on the shoulder. He goes, "Good to see you, buddy." And
Now wait a minute. He had no rank,
no markings on him at all.
no markings.
Nope.
Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, well,
How did that work
Yeah,
out, Nate? How did that work out?
it actually worked out really well. Nobody really, like, my uncle was more paranoid about what was going to happen, but the captain was really cool about it.
Okay,
Like, just
good.
kind of razzed him and teased him, just
Okay.
kind of would joke with him. And he'd see my uncle like down the hangar bay, and he's like, "Hey, buddy, come here." And it's like he would just kind of razz him a little bit about it. And I'm like, like that's kind of cool. At least the dude was really cool about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought this was going sideways. That's why
Same
I asked
here.
the question. That's cool. That's a good commander. That's a good captain.
Right.
But yeah, and at the end of that cruise, the captain put together letters of recommendation for guys that were up for promotion, stuff like that. And my uncle was up for one, and he wrote on there, he's like, "To my buddy, have fun." And like put that, and so everyone's like, "Why is he calling you his buddy?" Like everybody started worrying about that.
See, that's one of those things that turned into a cool story for years down the road.
Oh yeah.
That could
Yeah.
easily have turned completely the opposite direction if that had been a
God.
typical second lieutenant type individual.
Well, and when you presented that, I was just my butt puckered.
Oh yeah.
I didn't have quite
And-
that reaction, but I
I
was,
did because I was Navy.
Well, even though my uncle's been out almost 15, 20 years now, he still gets letters and phone calls. That guy's now he's a retired vice admiral, and still looks out for my uncle. Like he was that one cool officer that just was cool about stuff, but would still he's like, "Hey, what's up, buddy?" Just
Buddy.
kind of harasses him about it.
Well, but it's a situation. You got to look at it that way. He didn't know.
Right.
He didn't care. He was
Yeah.
going to his duty station. He
Yeah.
was on a mission, and this guy, he helped him out, and that's all the.
Yeah. So that was a cool one. And then
Oh, man.
another friend of mine, he was a Marine for I think 10 years, 10, 12 years. And he wound up covering for somebody in a parking lot when something bad happened and didn't know who the guy he was covering for was. Well, it was the captain of the ballistic missile cruiser he was stationed on that he was just going to come on to. And he wound up being hand selected by that captain to be the Marine at the captain's side anytime, anywhere. And he was actually requested to transfer it on different ships as well until he got out. So
You impress someone, and you show
Yeah.
loyalty, regardless of the situation. Yeah,
yeah,
that's
Yeah.
what you get.
I mean, not all stories end up badly. I mean, I know of a few that have wound up horribly bad. But I mean, there's always cool people out there. There's always great funny stories like that from different people. A buddy of mine was a Marine in 03 in Fallujah. Went to kick in a door, and it was booby trapped, and lost his right leg from the knee down. And the guy that was standing near the door lost his, I think it was his left arm, from the booby trap on the door. And those two guys, they're still friends to today and still hang out every now and then. But as a quote unquote party foul, they swap limbs.
Jesus Christ.
That's true friendship.
That's just fucked up. One's missing a leg, the other one's missing an arm, and they're swapping limbs. Oh my God.
What they'll do is they'll take my other buddy's arm, they'll put it in a jacket and slam the jacket in the trunk of a car and then go into like a Walmart or a Home Depot just to see people freak out. There's an arm sticking out of the trunk of a car. Then the cops show up and then they have to explain that.
No, so
And
if we had prosthetics that you could actually control with your thoughts, that'd make it
that'd be
even
funny.
funnier.
Oh yeah, if it was twitching.
You guys know we have that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not even just if it was twitching, just if it was actually just full on like grasping and bending the elbow,
Yeah.
moving the wrist itself.
Yeah.
I'd have put a gun in its hand.
Well, the story gets better. About 10 years ago, they were in town. We were going out to dinner, hanging out and stuff around New Year's. And they were goofing off. And one of the cop stopped by us and was kind of, being kind of a you-know-what. There's a chick in the area being kind of a Karen, saying that, we were being stupid. We were disrupting the community, blah, blah, blah. And she was just running. She was running
He was being a cop, and she was being a cunt.
She was being a Karen and didn't like us, and he was being the little Napoleon style police officer. And my buddy Sal, he was the one that lost his leg, and Ethan lost his arm. We're standing there, and the cop's like, he's like, you guys, this is really going to cost you. So what do these two yahoos do? They take off their arm and their leg, and they're like, what's it going to cost us, an arm and a leg?
Let me guess, that cop lost his shit. He just lost it.
No, he got pissed. We all
Did he?
got
Holy fuck.
we all got written warnings for disturbing the peace.
It's a joke, not a dick. You don't have to take it so hard, all right?
God damn it.
So, worst one. Well, I thought it was funny. Chain of Command didn't. So in 2009, I actually made the San Diego front page. So,
Oh, this is good.
So it's a great start. Great start to a story.
so we were drunk. Go figure. We were also underage, and we were the oldest one out of us was 20. I think
Oh, no.
2 guys were 18. I was 19, and my other 2 buddies were 19.
Did you claim you crossed the border from Tijuana?
No.
Oh, you should
So
have.
we were drunk playing tag on the San Diego pier.
Oh no.
Oh.
Well, apparently, my laughing was disturbing this guy's fishing. So I apologized, right? And I did actually apologize properly. But looked at me and goes, "It's no problem, just trying to be such a fucking asshole." And I was like, okay, see, now I'm going to be a dick. Because you started it. So me and him
And you were
both
being
took
a fucking asshole.
Yeah. So either way, me and a 23-year-old, also active duty Marine, didn't know that at the time. I picked him up and we both took a 50-foot nosedive into the ocean floor. Well, ocean top. He broke 6 ribs on impact. I fractured a wrist. Yeah, I got grounded a little bit for that one.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I
And
assume
then,
you had a little bit of arrested development there.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
dad joke.
So, and then the other one, with my buddy Traval, may he rest in peace, but Traval was a 6'8", 285-pound gorilla of a Marine. So, and this time it was legal for us to be drunk. So we get drunk, and we go to you guys remember the hobby shops that used to sell the wrist rockets?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we got a wrist rocket and a bag of Jolly Ranchers.
Oh no.
And at
Excellent.
first, we were just going to shoot each other in the ass, so you tapped out first. But then
And
we
then you
noticed,
started doing it for the seagulls.
yeah, but then we noticed they were building a mosque right next to the apartment we were
Oh,
renting.
fuck, that was
Oh
even
no.
worse.
Oh no.
So, only way to describe this, imagine someone that big, right? He's got this wrist rocket that's made out of metal. You can hear the metal wanting to give. That's how far back he pulled this shit.
Oh no.
He released this Jolly Rancher, and all I heard go past me was zzz. Pelts this poor kid right in the dome and dropped his ass.
Well, hang on. Was this a construction worker?
No,
Okay.
this was a child praying at a mosque.
Oh, okay.
So we barrel ass, and I'll tell you the other story. Traval was a freak of nature. So we haul ass. Traval starts calling his wife because he's entirely certain he's about to spend life in prison. But kid ended up getting up and everything was fine. So
God.
Traval married a doctor. And on their wedding day, she bought him an F-650. Don't know if you've ever seen one. They're huge. So
Yeah.
he goes to get his first oil change. Well, the mechanic forgot to put oil in there, and we threw a rod leaving the parking lot.
Oh
Jesus
no.
No.
So Traval got out and went to go talk to the guy. And when the guy said he didn't forget to put oil in there, Traval picked him up like a baby, picked him up by his legs, lifted him upside down to show him where he didn't add oil. He found out the guy's name. So the cops show up, of course, and you can't put handcuffs on Traval because you can break them. Even the ones that are solid state, he can snap them in half. He's a freak. So in the midst of the cop talking to me, we somehow lose track of Sasquatch somewhere at the car dealership. So he goes in because this front desk lady had just gotten there for her shift. So he walks through and goes, "Hey, you know Mike in maintenance?" She was like, "Yeah." I was like, "I'm an old high school buddy. I just wanted to put something funny on his car. You know where his car is?" So
Oh no.
this guy drove a fully refurbished '84 Fox body Mustang.
Oh no.
Traval walks out of the dealership. The cops and us finally notice him. He's just sitting there, and he's walking past us smiling. Goes over to the car, grabs it, and just puts it right on its fucking side. Walks up to the cop car, lets himself in the back seat so they could take him away.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
he was a very scary dude. We had this bouncer. He was probably about. No, actually, here I won't even tell that story because that story gets stupid. So whenever you're in the military, you can always get extra training from other branches, right? Like the SF
Yeah.
will go to a base and teach you some of their hand-to-hand combat tactics, right? So this guy showed up with this attitude that I instantly didn't like because I mean I'm only 5'9". I don't have a little man complex. I'm just a prick. So this guy was probably about 6'6", 230. He was a good-sized dude. Well, there were two Travals in our unit. One was Sasquatch, and the other was a 5'2" private who was his cousin.
Oh no.
Oh,
So
no.
I go up to the platoon picture because he's going to teach us combat maneuvers or hand-to-hand combat. So I pointed the picture like, you see that guy right there? He's like, yeah. I was like, that's Traval. I'll bet you $1,000 will whoop your ass tomorrow. So next morning comes out. I never told him his first name, right? So he's standing out there, and the first words out of his mouth was, so I hear there's this little punk-ass named Traval who thinks he could take me. Where are you?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Well, little Traval doesn't move. So out of our platoon comes this tree. Gets up to this guy and just starts patting him on the top of his head. So for about 5 minutes, we ended up stopping the fight because we felt so fucking bad for that instructor. Because there just wasn't shit you could do when someone's that big.
Uh-huh.
No, I mean, sure, you could punch him in the nuts and shoot him, but if you don't kill him, you're just going to piss him off.
Yeah,
Right.
you
Did-
can
did-
go
did
for a
he pat-
kneecap. You can do all kinds of shit. But yeah,
Did he pat
you're
him on the
fucked.
head and say, I will love him and hold him and keep him and I will call him George?
No,
Yeah, we'll call him George.
he just stood there smiling at him while patting him on the top of the head. He didn't pay me my $1,000. He didn't pay me my $1,000, which I got mad at and ended up punching him in the nuts for.
He probably did like Jaws from the old 007 movies and just looked at you like, really?
Really? Yeah.
So, I'll go ahead and tell you the bar story because this is the shortest one I got about Traval. So he gets married, right? Well, there's this dude. He's probably like 6'2", 6'3". He's a decent sized guy. Keeps calling his wife a cunt and the N-word. Right?
Ooh.
So they're sitting at the bar, and he keeps doing it. Well, Traval walks over to kind of talk to the guy, and Melanie stopped him. You know, it just wasn't worth it at a certain point. So Traval goes to turn around to leave him alone. The guy hits the beer out of Traval's hand.
Uh-oh.
And the only way I can describe the 3-second knockout that I witnessed is he grabbed him by his shirt collar because the guy was in a polo shirt, and this is all he did, just shook him for maybe 2 seconds. And I watched this guy just...
He just dropped him. Yeah.
So Traval ended up getting sued, and the guy won. I think he got like $20,000 worth of damages, but Traval messed up his equilibrium so badly, the guy can't walk anymore.
Oh,
Oh,
bullshit.
God.
Bullshit. He's working an angle. That guy's full of shit.
Oh, he was. That's why. So after Traval's wife paid the $30,000 in fines, right? Well, about a couple months go by, and we're at the shopette on post because this guy was still an active duty Marine. He was in the process of getting out. So I videotaped him walking around the entire store laughing with his buddy, and then showed it to the same judge that tried the case. So he had to pay back the $30,000 plus a $50,000 fine. He got base restriction for 30 days while waiting to go to the brig for 120 days for fraud.
Oh.
Yeah, that guy got fucked.
Well,
The only
he did
thing
it
that-
to himself.
Well, the only thing that ended up being somewhat of a permanency is after Traval shook him, apparently he did develop a slight muscle twitch in his neck. So,
Yeah, I can see that.
I can
so
just
randomly, when he was talking to you, he'd be like, yeah, so anyway, I just kind of, I've just been hanging out a little bit, and that's about it.
I could
And
just
dude,
imagine-
like, go ahead.
No, I was
What
just
the
gonna
fuck?
say I could imagine this dude walking around with that music from Friday, the Devo. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh no, he could
man.
have fucked Debo up. This dude's arms were as big as my legs, and he was a freak of nature, man. But if you knew him, the ultimate teddy bear you'd ever meet,
Mm-hmm.
as most big guys are.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
You know, he just had a thing. He just liked being left the hell alone. That was
Sure.
his thing.
Sure.
So he, how can I put this? In high school, we slept with my sister, right? Which I kind of felt bad for her because I didn't know what size he was carrying.
Maybe
if
she
it's
like
ama-
it like that.
But if it's anatomically correct, I'm pretty sure her bladder ended up somewhere else in her body.
Did she also have a problem walking after that?
Yeah. She didn't
think
even
that-
try.
I think that falls into Tango Mike India territory.
God.
So when his sister turned 18, I was like, all right, well, we'll just go tit for tat here. So I did it. He chased me from my barracks room to the compound, ripped the door off an up-armored Humvee trying to get to me. And I don't mean bent it. He ripped that shit off.
So you banged his sister,
Uh-huh.
and then he ripped the door off a Humvee trying to get to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god.
All right.
And he
So-
didn't remember that he banged your sister?
Oh, no, he did, but nothing was ever fair in his world.
Ah, okay.
So
Go ahead.
all right.
Go ahead.
I mean, we were still best friends after this, but he ran all the way up to my barracks room. I get in, I lock the door. This guy hit my door so hard with his fist. The door didn't go open, but the percussion from his hit was so bad, it shattered my barracks window 4 feet away.
Oh wow. Damn.
So it took Sergeant McDaniel, me, Ballner, Johnston, Dressens, Erickson, and Sanders. It took all of us to get him down to the ground.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was that was a fun day. I miss that guy. Coolest guy you would have ever met.
See, now my question would be, you like that? You like that?
You wouldn't have said that to him.
Oh,
Because if he responded with yes, you were gonna die.
Oh, God.
It sounds like this guy was a real world version of Thanos.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, but the funny part is like, you know, you always hear that theory of like everybody wants to attack the biggest guy in the room.
Mm.
It just always happened to be him for some odd. I think there was one night there was and here's the sad part about his family. He's the shortest of all the boys.
Oh my god.
oh my god.
His oldest brother is 6'9".
Mhm.
Let's see, hold on, make sure I got this right. So, Aaron's 6'9", Roger's 6'10", Daniel was 6'8", and Aaron was 7'2".
Oh, good grief.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
His parents were both respectfully 6'1" and 5'8" in height.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Mhm.
my god.
But which, you know, led me to the question: there's got to be a tall mailman roaming around.
Or mom. Mom's
Well,
right.
totally blown out.
Well, I found
great.
out 'cause we
Whistles
all
when she
grew up.
walks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know. Well, I found out when I stayed the night there when I was in high school, 'cause we all lived together at one point. His grandpa was a 7'6" carnival freak.
Good grief.
Oh,
That
wow.
explains it.
Yeah.
So his mom was actually the shortest one in the entire family at 5'8".
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, good grief.
But yeah, he was.
Yeah.
But the best part is he was the shortest out of all the boys, but he was born the longest. I don't know how that makes sense, but his family's fucked.
Yeah.
I used to give him shit. I used to be like, well, listen, you tell you and your fucking Chernobyl lights to leave me alone.
Well, yeah, Jamie, sounds like a buddy of mine, Kenny. Everybody, we used to call him Special K. He was probably the nicest, most pleasant, easiest going, most mild mannered person you'll ever see. But Kenny was 6'10", 435 pounds.
That's a big motherfucker.
He would have to
Sad.
duck just to get into doorways. And he was massive, and after September 11th happened, he enlisted and he went down to go to boot camp, and they kicked him out.
Yeah.
They said they didn't have uniforms and everything that would fit him.
Oh yeah. Traval had to get his shit custom made. even the camis that you see we roll the sleeves on and everything,
Mhm.
they had to make his like. Have you guys ever heard of a size called 12XL?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, that was about his size.
Yeah. Well, Kenny, when because Kenny just wanted, he's like, I'll do anything. He's like, I'll go infantry. I'll do whatever. And they're like, I remember he said he was going to go into maps and everything else, and he was gone for a week or two. Didn't see him. Didn't talk to him. Then all of a sudden, he said, yeah, they're going to put him on the bus to send him down, and then they're like, no, we can't take you. They're like, we don't even our tapes, none of our measurements. You are outside the measurement, so we can't take you.
Right.
And he wound up dying in a freak car accident
Oh, I'm
like
sorry,
2
man.
weeks after that.
Ugh.
That sucks.
Yeah, he was probably one of the most mild mannered, like easygoing guys you would have ever met.
Right.
He was actually one of the guys. Jamie, you probably if I were around you and we were on the same age back in the day, we remember the old 3-man water balloon launchers.
Oh yeah.
Well, we first started going out where people used to street race and cruise, and we'd hide up on a hilltop with a 3-man water balloon launcher, and we would aim for we'd aim either for the police cars or the convertibles.
Right. Those are
And-
the best ones to splash.
Right. So we got really good with that, and someone who shall remain nameless came up with the bright idea of going and using eggs in the 3-man water balloon launchers.
Nice. That's an innovator.
But so what we did is some of us decided like we'll boil it, a dozen eggs, and we'll mix in a boiled egg with all the raw ones, so you never know what you're gonna get.
Oh.
I think I have a guess who the evil genius who came up with this is, but I'm not going to say it.
Well,
We're not naming
Clippy
names
hasn't
here.
talked at all yet, so.
So yeah, well, we're kind of setting the stage for him to chime in here. So what we were doing is we were aiming, and we got pretty good. I remember I got a raw egg that hit some chick driving her Jeep. It hit her like right in the head.
Nice.
Like, you just watch, you can hear the eggshell crack. We were probably 150 yards away. You hear eggshell crack and hit her, and you watch her hair just go everywhere. And then I shot another one, and it wound up hitting a squad car right in the windshield, and it was a hard-boiled egg. So you see, the egg hit the shell crack, and the boiled egg bounce off the windshield instantaneously. Lights come on, the car swerves over, and they're looking on the side of the road, and we're running away laughing. So that's the kind of stuff we used to do. Along with all the air conditioning units in the neighborhoods, people used to have those window air conditioners. We would go get the glass stink bombs, and we would shatter it in the middle of the
Yeah,
night.
and then
someone's-
pour it on the filter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We used to do that to people all the time.
You see, I was a horrible person to prank because I'm sick and twisted. So, like, everybody
Welcome to the
did this military. You remember the nut tap game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah.
So,
Especially
One
if you
time-
had one of these.
so,
Got you, motherfucker.
Cup check.
so the only one who we almost never got was Traval because we were afraid he would retaliate, right? But Traval would always get us. So I was sitting there, I was talking to Baldner one day. I was like, dude, I think today's the day I got to nut tap him. I was like, I'm not going to do it nice either. I'm going to uppercut the shit out of his balls. And I came up and I sat there all day because I was thinking of ways like, how can I walk next to him and have a conversation without him thinking about it?
Mm.
So he got me on the walk, and I was like, oh, God damn it. So after I threw up, I started walking with him. I was like, oh, hey, by the way, man, you won't believe who I heard from today. And he's like, and he kind of turned half towards me. He's like, who? And I was like, my Uncle Pat. And I hit him, and I dropped that big bastard. And what sucked is I wish I was up for the Columbine that year because I would have smoked the competition with how fast I ran in my boots.
Okay. JMO, Here's a couple of stories that aren't quite as violent as what you're talking about there. I used to prank lieutenants and cadets.
Oh,
Right?
Those are the
Lieutenants,
same thing.
well, no,
Basically.
I'm talking about the circle insignia wearing cadets,
Ah.
the actual academy cadets that
Okay.
shouldn't be out at military units, but they send them out at least once a semester to get experience.
Yeah, they weren't even butter bars.
Yeah.
I'm a first sergeant, ROTC. No, you're a fuckhead. Now go away.
Well, at Fort Irwin, there was this one lieutenant. He and I were really on good terms with each other. And when we saw one another were having a bad day, we would fuck with each other just to try to get a smile on the other person's face.
Mhm.
I would walk past him, salute him, and instead of going, "Hello, sir," or "Good afternoon, sir," or whatever, ranks upside down. And I'd just keep walking.
Mm-hmm.
He'd stop, look at his jacket, then he'd take his hat off and look at his hat, and then he'd turn around and go, "You son of a bitch."
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how many times I got him with that. I mean, it was the stupidest, simplest prank out there, but
we used to do just dumb shit when I was growing up, man. We'd throw firecrackers in people's mailboxes and
Mm-hmm.
throw them at each other.
Dead squirrels in mailboxes.
Roman
Oh.
candle fights.
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
dude.
who didn't do that?
oh,
Fucking.
there was this
Oh,
group of
go.
cadets that arrived on Fort Irwin at about the time I was getting ready to leave. And this lieutenant pulls me to the side and goes, "I need you to not be nice to this group of cadets. They're from my old academy." I'm like, "I need this in writing, sir, because you know how First Sergeant is with me." He goes, "I already have the form written up." One of the cadets was supposed to be working with the battalion equivalent supply office,
Right.
and I go up to him with all the official forms requesting TR-33s, Bravo Alpha 1100 Novembers, and 1,500 yards of fallopian tube.
Oh God.
He looks at this and he goes, what is all this? I have no idea what this is. There's no NSNs on it." I'm like, "I don't know. Your supply. You need to figure it out."
Man, we used to, back when LimeWire was a
Let
thing.
it finish. Let it finish. There's
that-
more to this.
The thing is, as the chemical NCO and training room NCO, my NCO IC was my company's supply NCO. So he actually helped me fill all these forms out. He had no idea what I was doing. He just thought I was going to prank his clerk again, because that kid was an absolute moron, and we would do that to try to force him to learn his job. Well, this cadet, he's freaking the hell out, trying to figure this stuff out. I'm like, "Hey, look, I'm not trying to pressure you, but you've only got 96 hours to get all this stuff to us." Hey, this kid who couldn't have been more than 18 is just, like I said, he's freaking out. He's like, "Sergeant, I need your help." I'm like, "No, cadet. It's your job. Get it done." He goes to the second lieutenant who gave me the instructions to not be nice with this requisition request and goes, what is all this?" And the lieutenant looks at me, looks at the kid, and goes, "You don't know what a balloon or a tree is? And if you don't know what fallopian tube is, you need to go back to high school."
Oh yeah.
Oh God.
And the other thing I would do to the same batch of cadets, because they all had the circle for their insignia, or the dot, I'd walk past them. "Is the coffee done?"
God.
Oh God.
Or my other favorite one to do to him, especially when that lieutenant was there, ranks backwards.
Mhm.
Every time I would do that, this lieutenant would get this shit-eating grin on his face.
See, the only thing bad I ever did with someone's uniforms was Baldner. So I got promoted a week before Baldner, right? So guys know when you get promoted, you have to go get your ranks resewn.
Mm-hmm.
So I paid this Asian lady an extra $200 to put all of his ranks on upside down.
Oh God.
So
$200?
yeah,
Shit, she'd have done it for 20, dude.
yeah, I know, but I wanted to be specific on how I wanted them placed.
Did you
Okay.
get a happy ending there?
Oh my god.
What, is Billy in the house? Is
My
Billy in
business
here?
is my business. But so so she does it, but I moved his ranks from the upper arm all the way down to the forearm.
Oh, God.
So he was sitting there as a corporal, fucking red-faced pissed because he knew I did it. Fucking- well, I didn't know that day we were doing uniform inspections. It was a general uniform inspection. So General Laughlin, well, Brigadier General Laughlin was there looking at us. And he walks right up to him and goes, "You a private?" And Paul goes, and Paul looks in and goes, "No, I'm a corporal," and shows him his sleeve and sees his form and goes, "Fuck." And the general goes, "I think you need to learn how to watch your uniforms, young man." It's all he hears is shake. Yeah, yes, sir. I'm sitting there laughing my ass off because I got away with it, but yeah, I paid a lady to fuck up his fucking ranks.
His
Okay, and-
response should have been, I was a corporal.
Right? Oh man.
JMO, here's one other story for you that's a foobar and a little bit funnier, although I didn't think it was all that funny at the time. When I deployed, the unit I was with also did the sack tap game.
Right.
Only once they got to theater and they got a hold of some of the Iraqi black market tasers, they added an electric element to it.
Oh god.
They would these guys would taser one another's sacks.
Yes.
Oh.
I've heard of these games.
Oh.
Well,
Oh,
this one kid who I hated with a passion, he comes up and I'm not paying attention. I'm just trying to do my job. He goes, "Hey, how you doing?"
And tased your ass.
Yeah, he goes right up between my legs and gets me right on the taint.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Oh, lovely.
I refused to show any pain to this piece of garbage. I bit my tongue, clenched my jaw, and he's still holding the taser there, pushing the button. I just look at him, and you remember in Terminator 2 where the T-1000 just does the
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I do that to this kid. He drops the taser and runs. I don't pick the thing up. I go get his squad leader. I'm like, dust that thing for Prince. I want the individual who's in there to deal with the MPs.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Well,
Not good.
Well, hang on. They do this. I knew the MP that the squad leader got on there. And he was like, "Oh, this is so and so." I'm like, "Yes, it is." He goes, "What do you want me to do?" I'm like, "I want you to put the fear of God, Odin, Zeus, and Mephistopheles into this kid. I want him to not come within 2 swords lengths of me
Mm-hmm.
unless we're standing in a formation." He goes, "Do you want First Sergeant gave my first sergeant's name to know about this. I'm like, if that's what it takes to make sure that this is convincing and he doesn't do this shit again, yes. What the MP does is he calls his command, and they have the 4-wheeled armored vehicles. I think they're called Cougars or Pumas.
Mm-hmm.
That have the 50 cal on one side and a coax Mark 19. They come in full tactical gear, rouse this kid out of his chew, rouse the first sergeant out of his chew,
Oh,
and
no.
roused 2 or 3 of this kid's squad who were all involved in this stupid little game out of their chews. The leader of the squad was Romanian. So here they're speaking Romanian, rapid fire to these guys. All of them are pissing their pants. And my MP buddy goes up to them and goes, "No. You're not supposed to execute them. Just arrest them. You're not to kill these people because because one of them tased a guy." And
you're
as soon as he said tased, the guy in charge of this other kid looks at him and goes, "Who did you zap?"
Mm-hmm.
And the kid just confesses right there because he's shitting and pissing himself.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And the first sergeant goes, "As soon as we're done with this, you're in my office." That kid was on shit burning detail for the rest of the deployment.
That sucks.
Oh. Oh.
We didn't have shit burners.
Oh no.
We were in the deployment when they had porta shitters and chews that had flushable toilets.
Mm-hmm.
And he was on shitburger status. Oh,
Yeah.
God.
God.
Well, Mando, speaking of tasers, the company I worked for, before we could carry them, we had to actually go through it so we know what it felt like.
Mm-hmm.
One of the bigger guys that I worked with, big meathead gym freak. He looked intimidating, but he wasn't that strong or anything. It was all for show and no go. And we're getting ready. I'll admit it, it sucks. And they get him everything up, get everybody, guy next to him, taser, hits him right between the shoulder blades, and he lets out this little moan, like a little 4-year-old girl with a stomach ache.
Oh.
And he collapses on the mat that he was standing on, just buckles right to his knees, and lets out this little and just went face first into the floor. And as soon as they stop the taser and everything, they go to pull the tines out of his back. He goes, lets out this loud, deep, guttural grunt, and filled his pants.
Yep.
What the hell?
That's very common, actually.
Well, I'm just happy that when that idiot Guzman tased my taint, I didn't end up filling my pants.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Because like I said, I clenched.
oh yeah,
And believe me, it hurt like a female breeding dog.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But the thing is with me, it pissed me off more than it did anything else.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Let Nate finish.
But it gets better. I'll just give you the last name of the guy that filled his drawers was Schmidt. So you guys want to take a wild guess what his nickname was for like the next 4 or 5 years?
Don't need to.
No.
Schmidt
Nope.
in your pants.
Shit.
Schmidt in your pants.
Yeah. Well, everybody changed all of his little name, his little name badge on his bags, on all of his stuff.
Mhm.
It was, instead of Schmitty, it was
Shitty.
Yeah,
yeah.
we
I
can
didn't want to
figure
say
it
it on
out.
stream, but yeah, he never lived that down, and we had to go back and get tased once a year in order to carry those. We had to go through whole retraining, recertification, and every single, I think it was there 4 or 5 years with him, and it happened to him every time. And the last time we were there to do that, I don't know who it was, but there was somebody within our group that thought it was kind of funny to go and put a box of Depends or a big package of Depends in his car seat. And he didn't find that funny. But for some odd reason, nobody ever found out who did it.
Mm-hmm. And I bet he wore them.
No, he was pissed. He was looking. Someone was going to get a beat down if he ever found out who did it.
Mm-hmm.
So someone got put on his beat on site list.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they suspected, but they were never able to prove it. Because someone was able to pick the lock on his car and get into his car and not leave fingerprints for some odd reason.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder who can do that.
Well,
So, yeah.
We won't discuss that here tonight.
We'll just discuss shit instead.
Kind of on the same vein as the ranks upside down prank that you did to that one lieutenant.
Yeah.
After the army had switched over to Velcro name tapes,
I got a funny story about that.
I used to love going up to people, especially ones that I got along with, but were having a crappy go at things. I loved going up to them and go, I hate to bother you, but your name's upside down on your hat. Now, most of the time, they just pull the hat off, look at it, and then just call me a bastard and go about their business.
Mm-hmm.
Every now and again, I would get one guy who he was just having such a crap day, he'd just reach up behind him and rip his hat or his name tape off of his hat. One of the guys I did this to had his name sewn onto his hat.
Yeah.
Oh,
He ripped it off.
Ripped it off.
He ripped it off, and then he looks at me and goes, "Wait a minute. Like, yeah, you should have just checked your hat." I paid to have him. I paid to have him get it redone because I wasn't gonna have him pay for what was supposed to be a harmless little prank to get him to smile.
Right. No, that whole patch on rank thing, I'm not sure if they still do it. They might.
Yeah,
But,
Velcro still.
A lot of all ranks clubs fights were started by me ripping people's ranks off their fucking chest. One of them. So we had a platoon. They came from where were they? Because they were doing high mount training to get ready for Afghanistan. They came onto 29 Palms because we have the mountain range out there and it gets cold as shit there sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But it was more or less they did it for the elevation. So we would go to this all range club, and one was a captain, one was a lieutenant. Needless to say, we ended up beating the fuck out of them. And don't worry, we both got fucking in trouble for it. But it all started because they were there in uniform and we were there in uniform, right? And they tried pulling this shit because they were there, we couldn't be there crap. So he looked at me and goes, "You see these bars? That means I'm a captain." So I ripped it off, put it on the floor, and stepped on it and said, "Now you're a private."
Whoa.
Yeah, that's a good way to get yourself a serious issue.
Oh, not really. So, well, yeah, it does give me an issue. So in the Marines, we have this really special rank, and it's called a Master Gunnery Sergeant.
Mm.
And if you've never met one of these guys, usually they're assholes because the whole point of being a Master Gunnery Sergeant is you know every single MOS inside and out. That's how you end up getting the rank, just due to time and grade, right?
Yep.
So we ended up getting into it with this platoon, and if you ever want to see an Army officer get fucking owned, I wish I would have recorded it. So, guy came in, and he starts bitching. This is all about the bar fight, which I openly had already admitted that I started, because there was no denying it, because nobody else there was taking my fucking side on it. We steps into the office and they're talking and he goes, "All right, Captain. Well, I'll discipline my Marine." He goes, "Oh no, you better, Gunny." And he goes, "I'm sorry. What the fuck did you just call me, sir?" So, Gunnery Sergeant Layton was 6'9" and about 250. And this dude stood up, and I watched this captain almost openly let a little squeaker out of his asshole. And he goes, "You guys are on Ridge 3, right?" And he goes, "Yeah." And he goes, "Huh. That hasn't been police called in a few years, Captain."
Uh-oh.
And this dude just shaking his boots goes, "That motherfucker better be clean when my guys do their exercises."
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, "Now, as far as you thinking you're in charge of Marines, you're sadly mistaken. You're not in the same branch. Learn your fucking ranks before you ever walk into a Marine's office again." And he was so respectful, called him sir. This dude's response to everything was, "Yeah, yes, Master Guns. Yes, Master Guns." And I was just sitting there with a shit-eating grin because I was like, I wish I could do that one day.
Mm-hmm.
But, no, I mean, the whole thing between the Marines and the Army just got stupid after a while, and everybody here can attest to it. Because it's
Yeah.
just a whose dick's bigger contest, and it always
It
ends
is.
in a bar fight.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, okay. I
But
will
only the
nobody
agree.
people
wins.
who lose the fight bitch about it.
Yep.
Hang on. I'm going to agree and I'm going to disagree at the same time. Because some of the best friends I ever had in the military were Marines.
Well, no. What I meant was the stupid competition side.
Yep.
Okay, now that I will
Yep.
completely agree with you on, because
Yeah.
a lot of that is just absolute idiocy.
Yeah, like sometimes it just gets taken too far. Like when you introduce Traval into a bar. That was a fun night. Traval spent 3 weeks in fucking a holding cell. Oh, that was fun.
Guys, I've gone.
But no, I mean,
toe-to-toe.
I don't mind guys in the Army. We're all part of the same team, and people just seem to forget that. It's when the whose dick's bigger contest starts
Mm-hmm.
is when the dumb shit happens.
Yeah, and I've gone toe-to-toe with fucking gunnery
That's the only
sergeants.
point I was trying to make.
I've gone toe-to-toe with gunnery sergeants. I was an E4. I was right. They were
Silence
wrong.
is Goldie. So, Cliff,
Yeah.
how are you?
Pretty good.
And that's the
Oh,
other
that's
thing.
good,
We
bud.
need to redirect this. And
Do you
get
have
out
any
of the
amusing
military
anecdotes?
shit.
I got nothing set up for tonight. I'm just kind of here, just being a casual observer here with my brother. So.
Oh, okay. Because me personally, if I had known the difference between antidote and anecdote, my friend Bobby Snyder would still be alive today.
God.
Oh.
He
All
got
right,
bit by a rattlesnake, and I started reading them fucking Mad Libs.
Damn.
Damn.
Oh.
That's clever.
You wanted to redirect this, Tommy?
Yeah, let's redirect this a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are you going for
Um,
now, Tommy?
What?
So what are you going for now then?
Well, let's decide. Let's say no military stories.
Uh,
All
I'm
right.
sorry, JMO. You're gonna
That
get
takes half
kicked
the
out.
fun out of it.
Well,
so, does anybody else want a commemorative Hillary Clinton back fur rug?
oh God.
Oh God, no.
Did
No.
you guys see that one fucking meme where she
Oh yeah,
was wearing
Cliffy was
that?
in that cast when I did that shit about
God.
the turkey.
Oh. Ugh.
Honestly, you know what you ought to do? Send that to Pop.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Have
dude,
him
just
open it
like,
on the stream.
just like fucking, I trimmed my beard the other day and I got written up at work because this kid made a comment. He's like, "Why would you do that to your face?" I was like, "Sorry, your mom forgot to shave the front."
Dude, that
Either
is
way,
bad.
it stuck.
Oh God.
That's so bad.
Well, if you can get good pictures of stuff like that, you need to send it to redonkulous12@gmail.com.
Mm-hmm,
Just so Pop can see that. Just like the first time the Atomic Hillary got aired on stream.
Oh, yeah.
Oh God.
There's nothing more fun than tormenting Pop.
Right.
Making him
But
go,
it-
no, turn it off.
You know, and I still think it's sad. I introduced Rhino to Pop's channel, and then I quit watching Pop's channel. Not
Yeah.
because it was like too political or anything like that. It was just, like I kind of got into a thing where I liked listening to people tell stories. So if you guys don't know who Mr. Ballin is,
Yeah.
Oh
Oh,
yeah, I
yeah.
know he is.
arguably the best storyteller on YouTube.
He's pretty good at it.
Well, hence the multi-million subscriber count.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And back to silence.
No, there's no
Yeah.
silence.
There's no silence. There's always somebody throwing their 2 cents in. Whether or not there's change coming back is a different story.
Right.
So,
I wish I could have silence.
One thing I didn't
All
like
hear
about the
is-
Navy. So, if you guys have never been on a MEU, which is a Marine Expeditionary Unit, I got to go on the USS Wasp. Tommy will know that boat very well. It's if I'm not mistaken, Tommy, I don't know if it's still active, but I know at the time when I went on it, it was the oldest amphibious lander in the Navy.
Mm-hmm. I think it's still commissioned. but I'm not
Because
sure.
wasn't that a Korean warship?
Yes, it's an amphibious assault vehicle.
I think Tommy has
An
me muted. I'm not sure
LSD.
what's going on.
There. Now is it working?
Tommy,
hear
Yeah,
me?
your mic's working now.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
hear you.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
hear.
The Wasp.
but no, Tommy,
is-
was the USS Wasp the oldest amphibious fighter that was still activated?
I believe so, and I think it's still active. It's an LSD, and they tried to get rid of him, but they
Dude,
couldn't
he's
get
not
rid
responding. I don't know. Is he muted?
No, he's talking and
No,
I can hear him.
We can hear him. Yeah, we can hear
You
him.
hear us, JMO?
Yeah,
It's
I'm
you,
saying I think he muted
J-Mo.
me.
of them. No, I didn't mute you.
No. Nope.
Here, let's
What the
just
fuck?
kick
Do I need to leave and
J-Mo
come back? Because
out.
he's the only one I can't hear.
Oh, interesting.
Now that's
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah, I've never
is
heard of
weird.
that before.
Me either.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, Cliff, your
Yeah,
levels
try
are kind of
coming back.
quiet.
Is it?
Yeah, Cliff, you can turn your up a little bit.
All right, here
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave and come back because
All right.
I just can't hear Tommy.
Okay.
How much louder do you need to be? Because I mean, we're almost
you're
maxed out on all
you're
our
good.
settings.
Now,
I can hear
we
that.
can-
just a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
No, you're good. I can hear all of you just crystal clear. Tommy's talking and I can't hear. I'm gonna leave and come back
Okay.
because I
All
think
right.
it's on
I'm gonna
my
keep
end.
playing Zombotron.
Hey, fucktard, get out of here.
That's all my
When,
Hey, Cliff,
Yeah.
when it comes to the microphones, it could be a hardware issue. I was using a soundboard for a little while,
Yeah.
What's up, man?
and
Edmund.
Hey, let me.
and I was constantly being told that my sound was low when I had had my microphone gain turned to the max and everything turned to max, but
Yeah.
for some reason people can't hear me.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out right now with this Roadcaster that we got. I honestly think I'm probably going to return it and then upgrade to something better. Because it could just be a hardware issue that we've been dealing with. We keep on getting feedback that it's too low, but we've checked all the system software, and it's got to be the Roadcaster. It's the only thing it could be.
Well, you're
Yeah,
nice and
I'll-
clear though. Nice and
Yeah.
clean.
nice and
too.
clear, just quiet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
on my end you're audible, but it's like they're saying, the volume itself is weird.
Yeah.
By the way, who invited Edmund? Because he told me he didn't want to be in this. He just wanted to sit in the back.
I didn't know what was going on. I just wanted to be part of the team. And
All right, somebody get him out of here. Yeet him out of here.
Damn.
Yeah. Well,
Wow.
Wow.
All right. Can everybody hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
we
can
can
hear
hear
And,
you.
and by the way, love you, Edmund. Go ahead, finish.
Oh no! I got my new toy.
Yeah, that's a Warhammer.
No, actually, it's like
Oh, it's called a Morning Star.
It's like
No,
Dice?
no, it isn't.
Is that-
It's a rectal teaser.
It's a rectal teaser. Yes.
Ops X would call that a tickler.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Shit.
But I waited over a year to get this damn thing, and so it came off like of a one of those Kickstarter things, and they were, so I got this big old set, and it wasn't until I figured out, oh, I fucked up on something, and I needed to fill out this one little thing so that I can get the damn thing. And it took over a damn year, and I'm like, oh shit, where's my shit? Because I paid like close to like $160, $70 for the damn stuff, just to get it. And it was like, it's the Mace of Die 20 or whatever. It's a D&D prop. You can cosplay with it, you can play D&D with it, or you can just be a dork like me and put it together and have it in there, so there you go.
With this staff, I claim the living room.
With this
Is that kind of a choose where how would I say that safely? Choose her own adventure.
Yeah. Hey, the thing is, it's like I'll never have that opportunity ever again in my life. So I mean, like, I'm gonna dork out and buy cool shit and live until I die. And see, look, I could make it big.
That's what she said.
Right.
Look at that.
Jeez.
Well,
you wish you could do that.
Moving on.
Yeah,
Moving on.
Sorry,
Holy
honey.
shit, Edmund.
No,
Sorry,
it's-
honey. You rolled a nat 20. I got to grab the plunger. What? I don't make the rules, babe.
Yeah, but if you're rolling that one, you're on the receiving end for the night.
Right.
Ooh. Ooh.
The only
Take a
time
deep
anybody
breath.
on D&D is like, come on, two, baby.
well, I
Take a
could
deep
change
breath
it,
and let it out.
but it just took fucking forever to get the damn thing, and I was worried about never getting it. But then they talk about their production and all that. It came from Australia, shipped to New Jersey, and then shipped to me. So they probably,
Nice.
so it's like cool. I get it. So I got a few other props I have for D&D. All I got to do is fucking learn how to play, and that'll be really cool. And then
You don't know how to play D&D?
There is no learning to play D&D. You just do
Yeah.
it.
Hey,
If you have a decent dungeon master,
Yeah.
the game comes pretty naturally.
Mm-hmm.
hey, Edmund,
Yeah.
with
You
the
know.
way they fucked up the rule sets for D&D in the most recent edition.
Play the old ones.
Yeah.
No, just forget D&D and go to Pathfinder.
Don't do
You got-
that.
You got all the rules from 3.5 and none of the political bullshit.
Mm.
Well, I mean, like, the thing is, all I really need to do is just, I like to find a group that I can play with and just, kind of learn the ropes and stuff like that. I think I could fake pretend for a little bit.
Hey, Edmund, do you have Discord?
Yeah.
All right, so next time I get you on stream, I know there's 4 of us right now that want to do a D&D Discord session.
Yeah.
So whenever we get it planned out, I'll let you know. And dude, just fucking roll with us. Like, you pick a backstory, you pick your name, your abilities, your class. It gets fun, and plus, all we do is talk shit.
Well, are you part of Pop's community?
Am I
He's
part
in
of
Rhino's
Pop?
community.
I'm in
He's in
Rhino's
Rhino's.
community.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm in Rhino's community, so you can message
Just-
me there.
Just private
Oh, you-
message each other. Yeah.
Oh, you're on Gilded?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm Gilded.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm there. You can where the fuck? It's Edman209. I'm the one with the deer skull that for the avatar face, So
Okay.
just message me there. So it always says I'm on, but I'm not usually always on. I just leave it on to make it think I'm always around, but I'm not. And
Hey, I don't mean to interrupt you, Edmund, but me and my brother Brian, we're gonna go on ahead call it a night. It was nice meeting all you guys again.
yeah, you take care. Nice to
You
meet you.
have a
Yeah.
good one,
Yeah, good
Cliff.
to see you guys.
Yeah.
Later.
You guys take care and have a happy New Year. All right.
Hey,
Oh,
Cliff,
yeah,
you
you
too.
as well.
Cliff,
Yep.
Cliff, before you go, I wanted to give you a little bit of a let you loose.
Okay.
Sorry that didn't happen because we got a bunch of assholes that want to talk too much.
It's all
You're
good.
welcome.
I tried. Hold on. I tried bringing him in. Hold on.
But I
Did I
thank
or
you guys for joining, and I will let you leave.
Oh, now
And
you're gonna
shut
cut
up,
me off.
JMO.
No.
Yeah. Hey, if you let assholes loose, something's gonna fall out. Okay?
Just saying.
And it
Just
may or
saying.
may not be brown.
And perfect.
I know your name's Tommy D. Now I'm wondering who put the D in Tommy.
Well, we're all giving everybody.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Just be
We're
mindful.
giving everybody the form tonight, so
Hey,
fuck
just-
you.
And just be mindful if you go to church in the morning, what might wind up on the offering tray, okay?
Oh God.
A big old turd.
Yeah,
A
no
big
shit.
old turd.
No shit, pun intended.
Yeah. Yeah.
Take it
Okay,
easy,
long
Cliff.
hang on.
All right,
There
good
was a
night,
celebrity that
Have a good one, Cliff.
Good
passed
night.
away in, I want to say it was 2003 from a bowel obstruction. The news broke when I was in the OR doing OJT. Nurse literally looked at the doctor when he said that and goes, "No shit."
Mhm.
Everyone in the room, to include the patient, started laughing.
But no,
Yeah.
Edmund waited forever for that. So when I was in high school, my uncle hated what's that crap? It had sleep Snuggies, right?
Mm.
Well, he fucking hated them. So I was like, all right, well, I have a debit card because I'm 17. I was like, I'm gonna order him a damn Snuggie. Well, the shit never showed up, and I'm gonna tell you the unmanliest phone call I ever had. I waited on hold for about 15 minutes. This lady answered. She goes, "Hello, Snuggie Network," and I said, "Where the fuck's my Snuggie?" and she didn't say shit. And I just hung up. I was like, "Good God, what the fuck just happened to me?"
On that
So-
note, guys, it's been a long day for me. I'm gonna bounce out. You guys have a good one.
All right,
Yeah,
man.
later,
Take it easy, buddy.
But no, I ordered him. The shitty part is I had to call back and explain what I had ordered and the address, and she was like, "Well, which one did you order?" And I was like, "The pink zebra print." And she's basically doing what you guys do. She started chuckling, and I was like, "There is no way she thinks I'm straight right now. No way now." And she was like, "Are you the one who got the cup Snuggie too?" And I went, "Yeah, that's me." Well, it looks like your order's in Salt Lake, and I was like, yeah, "But I live in Colorado." And she
It
was
ain't
like,
that far.
"Well, sir, don't be stressed about your Snuggie." And I went, "Hold on, woman. Listen, I'm not stressed. Okay? Let's not say stressed for a Snuggie." So, needless to say, and it never showed up. So, fuck that Snuggie,
Someone probably is.
right?
Oh.
Well, it's just
Oh.
like, have you ever been drunk and gone home with a fat chick?
No.
I did that once a bunch of times.
I
So,
did that and got married
Once a bunch of times.
get
Wait
it?
a minute.
Tommy, don't try to think about it. Your brain will
Was
hurt
that
more
Marine
than you
English
figure
or
it out.
normal English?
No, you guys keep forgetting I was married to the fat chick.
What are you talking? I was married to the fat chick.
Fucking forgetting that. The fat red-headed chick. I was married to that bitch.
Ugh.
So-
Sorry.
Yeah, well, it worked out for me,
Damn
but
it.
not for her.
But one time this chick whipped back the comforter and said, "Get after it," and I fucked the shit out of that comforter.
All right, the comedian.
But no, like, I just quit ordering shit from major companies because of that crap. Like, I ordered a wallet one time. It was like $180, which I know is horrible, considering I didn't even have $180 to fucking put in it.
Was it made out of foreskins?
Yes, from Little Arabian Children.
So that when you rubbed it, it Turned into a suitcase.
No, so like
Okay, you know what? On that note, I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night as well, because this is going beyond.
See, now everybody wants to leave.
You saw the title, right?
Yeah, I.
Oh, Mando, don't leave. No one has a foreskin wallet.
Oh, that's not the part I'm worried about.
Oh.
The part I'm worried about is the fact that you even have that as the potential of an idea, and the fact I've actually seen one in person.
I'm not. So wait a second. So when it gets cold, does the wallet shrink?
Yes.
I don't know. I saw this in Iraq,
Oh.
owned by one of the local, whatever the hell their local leaders were called.
Well, there's no Jews there,
Terrorists?
so those people were just scalping.
Yeah,
Scalping foreskin.
we're not
Yep.
gonna try to finger that out. Yes, I chose
They were scalping heads, but not the ones with hair on it.
Just the tip, guys. Just the tip.
Just the tip.
yeah. So look, there are certain things that are funny, but you won't hear me talk about in great detail because honestly, I'm still trying to figure it out.
Damn it.
Uh-huh.
Oh man.
But no, it's been a long day at my end, so I'm gonna get going. You all have a good one.
Take care,
have
my
a good
friend.
one.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to keep. I should have been driving, but then I got tired of driving because it felt like it was slow. So I came back home, played a little bit of video games, and then now I'm talking to you guys. But
Yeah, and then
tomorrow,
you broke out the staff.
I broke out the staff of
Hold on.
of Dortmund.
What do you play?
I don't. Oh, I play Conan Exiles.
You have an Xbox or you PC?
PC.
Fucking
I have my own
traitor.
private server for Conan Exiles. So I do this that way. Me and my brother, we can play the game without being tethered together, like like you have to do in some other games, like other player co-ops. And so, like, I figured out how to get this old laptop to work. It was really just download the program, push a few fucking buttons, and bada bing, bada boom. There you go, basically.
Mm-hmm.
You know. And the server's kind of finicky, but it does everything. It's got the full game on it, and me and my brother could play with it comfortably. But the I don't know how many people can actually be on it and not crash the computer, but still play. You know, but if anybody in the community has Conan Exiles and wants to play, my server, let me know. But I mean, it's that you can make the characters naked in the game. So,
Of course you
so
can.
like, so you can,
Priorities.
yeah, like and you can even make. You can't do it on the other animals, but you can do it with the horses, where you give them the potion, where it gives them a big. It makes their dicks extended out. So like you can walk around with your dick out,
What the hell?
walking about in the game. You know.
Conan Exiles is pretty twisted, guys.
So like it's but I mean I like the game. It's kind of like a giant tower defense game, kind of how I'm treating it. Like they've got like different, you know, like things you can do. Think of it kind of like as a tower defense zombie-ish type game, you know. And I'm just trying to build up, you know, the army that I have in there to you know, eventually fight back purges and that's in the game. And I enjoy it. I haven't streamed too much of it lately, I guess because I just kind of feel like I'm trying to put everything together, you know. And I used to would just stream for hours on end, but I'll probably start that up again coming pretty soon. But it's just kind of a pain in the ass to stream it, but I'll eventually start doing it so that way I can feel like I'm justifying the habit. But tomorrow will be a full day of driving and then some because you know, people are going to be out and about, hopefully, you know, in my area doing their thing, you know, for New Year's. And probably could have driven tonight a little bit more, but I just got tired of the slow pace of everything, you know. It was just kind of like 15 or like 10 minutes for like a 2-minute drive back and forth, you know. And I just even though I was averaging about $18 or so an hour, I'm just like I'm done. For a couple hours, I don't need to be pushing that hard. You know, it's not like I'm going to make like $5,000 tomorrow or anything like that. If I'm lucky, I might make 100 or more tomorrow. Probably, if it gets real busy, maybe a couple $100, but I should make
Ed,
a little bit of money.
Edmund, my advice tomorrow.
$100 a day is not bad.
Yeah.
My advice tomorrow is make sure you have some vomit cleanup stuff in your
Oh,
truck.
I got all that stuff in the car. I got a hospital puke bags in my car. You know?
Sweet.
Yeah. So
You're
like,
gonna need them tomorrow.
yeah. Well, I hope
Yeah.
to maybe. You know, most people are well with it about not vomiting in the vehicle, even if they are stupid and drunk. You know, they might like, oh, let me get in the car like a fucking idiot. You know, but you know they'll try not to throw up. You know,
Mhm.
usually, but like it happens. You know, some people might want to spit up and things like that. And plus, you could tell. Like one time, this guy was like, "I go to the bar. He wants to wait across the street at the fucking bus stop, and he didn't need to fucking do that. Wait at the fucking bar, or I can go to the back to pick you up." This asshole's at the bus stop, sees me pull up, decides to run across the street as he sees me, runs himself in the back of the Ford 150, and like almost knocks his ass out. Guy gets out and like looking, and I'm like, the little voice on my shoulder's like, drive away. I just kind of drove slowly past and canceled the ride, and you know, fuck those guys, you know.
Mhm.
And that was fun. So like, yeah, they get to figure out how they were going to get home. I like to think, you know, they got home, you know, but I don't really care.
Not your problem.
Not
my
your
problem.
car.
No, but I mean, like, if you see something like that blatantly obvious, like,
Mhm.
yeah, this is going to be stupid. They're going to be like, and then plus they're going to be like sitting there talking to the guy for like probably an extra 20 or 30 minutes to try to not get food. You know,
I just farted.
fantastic. Did it itch your butthole on the way out?
Oh
Ew.
man, it stinks too.
Oh,
That's a
good,
Dorito
good.
spicy. That's a Dorito spicy nacho fart.
Oh God, dude, quit eating that shit, man. It's not good for you.
You know, I also the cool thing about this thing is that I can hang it up on my deer skull.
Well, I thought you were knocking down spider webs or something with it.
I could do that. See?
This guy. This guy.
There you go.
Oh,
Edmund,
nice.
God damn it.
So when you play D&D, you got your sorcerer prop.
Yeah,
Mhm.
or I have to learn how to play as the basic stuff first, you know.
You
And
don't
then-
learn how to play D&D.
It's
you just play it.
it's really easy to get the hang of it. Like it all depends on the group. Like if you have a group who's like heavily like, hey, if you're gonna be this character, you have to sound like it and do like it, you're gonna have a shitty time.
Mhm. And fuck
Like
those guys, avoid
yeah,
them.
The sweaty tryhards is what they're
Yeah.
saying.
Sweaty
Like-
Do not-
tryhards.
Tryhards.
like
yeah,
Ed, I'll,
we
I'll
just
put
call
it
them
to you.
sweaties.
I just don't want that on there. It should hold the weight, but the skull is kind of brittle. So there
So
you
I'll
go.
put it to you this way: my oldest brother, he had a D&D game last 7.5 years.
Mhm.
Like it all just depends on where you start. Like if you start from the first plastic board all the way to the present, you can, and you have decent buddies, you'll get at least 4 or 5 years out of one game.
Mhm.
It all just depends on how far you
Okay.
guys want to take it.
You mean like how you take the story and develop it and all that?
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and to me that sounds like a lot of fun, and I wouldn't necessarily have a problem with that as long as I could find a group of people to play with. But I don't necessarily want to get into big campaigns. I just kind of want to get the idea of it with like shorter like one shots and stuff like that, just to kind of like a flavor of it, just to say.
Actually, those one shots, they'll turn you off.
Really?
Yeah, they will. Because they're usually so pushed and so pressed for time that they just want to force you to get killed. It
Oh.
yeah, it's D&D is a different world, man.
Oh, okay.
You got to go into it, learn some people, go join some clubs, join some times, get to
Yeah.
know everybody and play the game. And if it isn't for you, back out. Nobody has any problem with it if they're worth their salt. Um,
Yeah.
I tried to be a DM and I just couldn't do it.
Why? What
It
happened?
Yeah.
well, not
It's a lot
everybody.
of shit you have to deal with.
Yeah, not everybody can keep track of all of it. I could probably do it now, but in high school, for me,
Yeah.
35, 40 years ago, no.
Hmm.
Jesus
Okay.
Christ. I tried to make it too intensive. That was my problem.
What do you mean, like?
Yeah.
Make it immersive so much to the point where it was a J.R.R. Tolkien type novel or a Dragonlance type novel.
You mean too many
Yeah.
details or something?
Too many details, too many bullshit. Try to make the narrative work, guide the story, all that bullshit. As a DM, you cannot do that. You got to roll with the punches.
Yeah, because you can, like, from what I understand, like, you could think you can have a plan, and then your
Mhm.
players will pick some random bullshit, and the next thing you
Uh-huh.
know, you got to come up with a whole nother fucking campaign because they love this little fucking fuzzy kitten that they found on the trail.
Yep. It's exactly that. And you got to
And it's like,
roll with that shit.
and
And when
and
you
that's
spend,
Man.
and when you spend 20 hours putting together a map and all this other bullshit, and then your players say, "Oh no, we got to do this because Fluffykins is doing this." Wait a minute, Fluffykins wasn't even part of the fucking original thing, dude. We
he's
don't
not.
care. We want Fluffykins.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, dude, it's that bad.
The
You and your anime, dude. You don't understand.
Oh yeah, I was part of the Yu-Gi-Oh world and the
Uh-huh.
Pokemon world for a long time. Oh
Uh-huh.
yeah, I know the trading card game world.
Uh-huh.
I used to try to sell that shit when I was a kid in middle school. You know, the little comic books and everything, thinking I was going to make a lot of money and shit. Fucking idiot. You know,
Oh my god, man, those were
and
the
it's just
days.
like, and I would try to collect them thinking that they would be something, but it was nice, but like I never had any real money for anything that was kind of worth anything, you know? And it was
Mhm.
just it's a hard hobby to develop, you know? And
Mhm.
so I
Mhm.
just you know, screw that noise. But you know, all that good stuff. The vacation went well, man. Visited my brother and got there in time just to catch a fucking cold where I felt like somebody's kicking my head. And the entire
Well,
time
that's
we were
always the
there,
way it works.
so the entire time we were there, we were gonna like we did lay cement the first day, but like after that, we didn't lay anything because we were all fucking tore up, you know? And so we were just like trying to like, you know, not die. And I slept good, but like other than that though, it feels good to be back in my normal place for now. But it's going to take you know, time for me to um, eventually do this
Reacclimate.
whole say again.
Reacclimate.
Yeah, a little bit of that, and part of it was just like today is just like, yes, I did drive some, but it's just like I also realized that, you know, I just drove literally across the, like what was it like in the past couple of weeks, like 6,000 fucking miles, you
Mhm.
know. So like maybe I'm not so fucking motivated to drive, and my primary focus is fucking New Year's Eve, you know. And I wanted to get the drunk assholes there, like, oh, how's it going? Oh, happy New Year,
All right. All
you
right.
know.
Eric, let's redirect this. Let's
Yep,
get the
yep.
hell off of YouTube so we don't get banned.
Oh
I'm
shit,
probably sure we're already banned because we were just
probably.
total dicks.
All right, so if we're
Oh,
going to end the stream and take us out, what you want to do the countdown timer again and the other Jeffrey Paul song, or
No, let's just do the song.
okay?
Get the
That
hell
sounds
out
good.
of here. And by the way, this does not mean we are ending the StreamYard. This just means we are getting the fuck off of YouTube.
Okay,
Heck
sorry
yeah.
about that. I would have cleaned up the
Hey,
language.
no, it's not you, dude. It's just this has gone on long enough.
Gentlemen, remember, if any of the music that you've heard tonight, the intro or what you're fixing to hear, is anything that you like, it is music produced by our good friend Jeffrey Paul. So go give him a like, comment, and subscribe. His music is some of the best music I've ever heard, man. But we've got the outro song here, To Whom It May Concern, probably one of my favorites. But here we go, guys. It's anytime, Tommy.
See you guys all in a little bit. I'm ending the stream now.
All right.
What?